Eh.
And that, gentlemen, is how we
So
kill Superman.
this is weighted dice or not? Yeah, weighted dice. And we have a session this week. Surprise! It didn't take 3 months. But yes, for the moment, Shell is at work and he's listening in. He's not here, so we controlling his character again at the beginning. And I think that's really it. All right. So last we left off, you had all taken off from port in Moonmaw City. Received a package in a sort of iron banded box, and were tasked with delivering it to the place in blue, the city, city right there, Bufaya, on the Anoisan continent. So you just decided to plot your journey to go up around the Horn and down into the Carbodian Ocean and in the Anoisan port. You made your way out for a few hours, uneventful, passed by river, and then eventually you came, as you were sailing, there were seemingly a few shining dots that came towards your boat. Turns out they were Pokemon, excuse me, they were monsters with metal, they were metal birds. They were birds that had metallic qualities. They descended on the ship, were dispatched in relative quick time. The group continued on their way. So, pick up. It's getting closer to sunset now, and you're approaching the Moonmaw Strait, which is a small, much like the Strait of Gibraltar in this world. It's the small opening that connects the Moonmaw Sea to the Pacific Ocean. So let's go over here. Oh, wait, I gotta drag you guys over. Also, Charlie, there's something weird with your health bar. I looked at it, and I think I know the problem, but you can fix it.
Oh, you didn't get my icon, Dangus?
What?
I sent you an icon like the one Chelsea Rock.
Oh, I can bring it up in about 2 seconds.
The hexagony one.
Yeah. But actually, was that on Skype?
You know what? I'll just send it to you again on Discord to make sure you're getting it.
Okay. So, it's at this point, it's beginning to. The sun is about halfway set, and it's beginning to set farther. At this point, who's in the crow's nest?
That would be Avalon.
Okay. So.
Upload. There you go. I sent it to you on Discord.
Okay.
That one.
Make a perception check.
Skills. Let's see what my elf eyes see.
Okay.
A lot.
As you're going along, you've received instructions from YV to look out for the lighthouse, because there's one on the. Let me double check my notes. Should got those out already. I'm bad. Where's those earlier? Yeah, there we go. What? Where'd he go? Well, here, let me look at the map because that'll just tell. There. It's on the northern. I believe I call it the northern clamp. That's sort of the land masses. Or that's the name given to the land masses that sort of squish in on the strait. and you've been, tasked with finding that, but you don't see any sort of light that should be coming on, as it is twilight, basically.
Oh god, it's a shitty
But
book.
you do notice in the haze there isn't a strong light, but with the setting sun, there seems to be a small glint off to the sort of on the side, or it's mostly dead ahead, but probably there. It's mostly dead ahead, but you see it in uniform YV, and so that's where she steers toward it. And let's see.
To do that, I get out
You know what?
Sharpie.
So you just continue forward. The sun still sets.
Aegis.
The sun still sets, and eventually darkness begins to fall. And at this point, the lighthouse, the sort of glint that you saw, is no longer visible, and you cannot see the lighthouse.
Seems awfully counterproductive for a lighthouse.
You're
Perform
below
off
decks, I
shit fuck.
assume.
Yeah, Brooke is still
No,
down
I'm at
there.
starboard.
Shit.
Starboard
Science
side.
is happening right now.
I
Alan
don't think
informs
I
YV
see it, do
shit's,
I?
if there is a lighthouse there, it's not beaconing right now, and that's bad, obviously.
Gunther, you feel anything? Gunther sort of just squints his eyes and then goes back to his nap.
Can I roll to see if Jesse innately senses danger?
No,
He
is
lacks any way to communicate to me, so it doesn't matter if he does.
Okay, just roll a d20.
Oh, please crit, please. Ah.
Okay. Mm.
I like how Jesse is now the magic 8-ball.
I know what Jesse's thinking. You don't.
Doesn't matter. It amuses me either way.
No, you can't communicate with me, so it doesn't matter. Fine.
All right. So at this point, everyone but Brooke, obviously, because you're below deck, being a weirdo, make a perception check. And that
How
includes...
fucking rude.
Listen,
Perception
you
is more than
gremlin.
just sight. He can hear. Oh, good job,
It's
me.
not about hearing.
That 22 score in perception's coming through. Pretty handily. Wow, your roll is the same.
All right, I got to roll. Flippity doops, frocks as well.
That's everyone rolling perception, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I was included.
I was the only one excluded.
Because Brooke is up to science down below.
Got that fire down below.
Hold up, I need to reload this thing. Come on. It ain't that hard.
God, they're so slow. Really? Okay. Okay.
That is not what I
damn
wanted
it.
to do, but okay, hold up.
I'm just fucking everything up right now.
Do not be alarmed. You are not seeing double.
Close that tab. It's probably eating up a bunch of shit.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just annoyed at how long things take sometimes. And my incompetence, generally.
Mm-hmm.
I already rolled for Frog, right? Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, what the hell? Ba-doop. All right. So Avalon with your Kino Fuzz again. Everyone's sort of scanning the forward horizon looking for something. But as you're going along, you see another ding glint. This time it's much lower down and much closer, off to the starboard side, right? 2 oars, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Captain, might want to take a look at this.
Oh, Avalon saw it. You didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So
Avalon
everyone, yeah.
points it out.
So everyone points it out, and so everyone sort of looks over. She's like,
A 29 didn't see some glint in the darkness.
I'm impressed the 32 didn't.
Alright, so Avalon and Frock, whatever. But so she's like, well, who knows how close we are, so Gunther, get the anchor. And Gunther's like, yeah, rolls his eyes and slithers over and the anchor is tossed overboard. Brooke, you all of a sudden feel the ship.
Ah!
It's the anchor. So the boat begins to stop. And we're now at a standstill. I was like, Gunther,
Come up onto the deck. Like, what is going on up here now?
we're stopping. Lighthouse is out. I don't know where the flipping rocks are. So we're going over towards the glint we saw. Calm down. So Gunther sort of nods and just actually, you know what? No, she's gonna stay
Can
out.
I see the glint?
At this point, with other people's help, yes, you can see the glint. Well, actually, no, you can't because it happened once and then it didn't happen again.
Okay. Can
How
I
do I
use
get his new
my
token now?
Can I use my telescope to look at
Working
where
on
the
it.
glint was and see if I see anything?
Sure.
Sick.
Note it is dark.
That's
So
fine.
let's see. I will just-
Elves have low light, Shell.
Does low light work through a telescope though?
Well, no, it's for Avalon and Frock, not for Brooke.
I'm
Brooke's a
human.
human.
Oh, that too.
It was Shell talking about his role on Frock.
So long as there is some kind of weight difference, yes, it
Even
will work
with
through a
your
telescope.
eyes with attention to detail, it is dark. Clouds have rolled in. There's not a lot of moonlight, and there's no glint. You cannot see.
Forget this. I'm going back to low deck.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Well, then bring up a boat,
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Gunther. Go get her.
Do not send that snake down here. I will throw acid at him.
It's acid resistant.
I have
Captain, you want me to go get her?
special acid.
He may be acid resistant, but I really doubt the boat is. You
There's
really want to?
science to be done.
I am
Very
aware.
important business.
But think about it. Think about it. Right? If you come with us, you might be able to figure out what kind of science, what
Sorry
kind of
about that.
contraptions.
I'm
is-
already
So yeah,
below deck,
she's
no
like,
longer
fine.
listening.
Go get her and grab one of the rowboats. Actually, the rowboats are up here, so never mind. That's just visually.
Yeah, no, she Eval followed her. If he could try and convince
just
her.
ignoring you and talking to Jesse. Like, can you believe these people? They expect me to just go and stand in the darkness.
I kind of roll
There's
my
important
eyes
work to be done.
and start talking to Jesse. Jesse, my man! Yo, dude, you look fantastic.
There
Listen,
is no response.
listen, right? Don't tell your lady friend over here, but we may have experienced you may have experienced a little bump over here. That was because we were stopping. Cause here's the thing, we can't see.
Look up the rules for madness.
We
Okay, I'm
can't
gonna
see.
have Avalon get down
Because the
from crow's
lighthouse that
nest
was
now.
supposed to be there or shouldn't be there isn't there and is not doing the thing that lighthouses are supposed to do. So Captain wants to investigate. But you know, you and me, right? Man to man. If you can convince your lady friend to come help us out and not spit acid, you know, like as much as I love a good lady with a spicy attitude. You know, very much rather keep my skin where it is and the boat intact. You can do me a solid with that, right? Right? To talk.
Make a persuasion check. Actually, no, it's not persuasion. Diplomacy. Sorry, I always do that.
What the
Oh
coconut-
wow, damn!
Is the coconut adequately convinced? Has she swayed the coconut?
Depends on what you want to say to Jesse, or what Jesse said. You think Jesse says to you?
I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking, what did Jesse say to me, Dangus?
What do you think Jesse said to you? Also, there's your new token.
Cool. Delete the old
Well, I
one.
don't know. That's sort of the thing with madness is that like you aren't really in control of it. So what do I think Jesse says to me?
Let's see here.
Can you delete the other one, or should I just throw it somewhere off screen?
I got it. Jesse, from what you gather, Jesse's pretty convinced you should go with.
Jesse, you easily swayed fool. What do I care about the incompetence of a lighthouse operator?
Well, haven't you been interested in the intricacies of how a lighthouse works? How does it shine that light? You know, this could be your first hand.
There's a sunlight rod in there.
Yeah, but do you know what's in it?
Yes, I have one right here. And I
But
wave the
think about it. Think
sunlight
about it, right? Right? Think about it. This sunlight rod
Argument downstairs.
could be
Look,
potentially
snap it like
bigger.
a glow stick. Look, that's how it works.
Yeah, but yours would pale in comparison to this. Like, think of the magnitude of
Oh
knowledge.
no, you've insulted her work now, you fool!
You could use, you know,
I'm
hell,
starting to dip
you
the
know what?
sunlight rod
You know what?
in my vials.
you can
Oh,
convince me otherwise. If you think your sunlight rod is better than what that lighthouse has, then yeah, I'll give you,
Furious mixing. Furious mixing.
I'll give you 50
Captain, can I go
gold.
check on them?
I'll give
I
you
told
50
you to
gold.
already.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Out of character, I didn't hear that. So Avalon is now below deck. What's going
How
on?
good is my sunlight rod?
Holy hell!
What are you making?
I'm making the best sunlight rod to ever grace the
I
planet.
thought you already had one. Are you making a 2nd
I'm
one?
making a better one because she said mine was inferior to the one in the lighthouse.
Sunlight rod.
So I am now mixing chemicals.
Hey, you two need it on deck. Come on. As he says that, he looks at Brooks like, takes a step back onto the stairs.
There's some furious
like,
mixing
shrug.
happening right now.
Dude, back me up here. She thinks her sunlight rod is better than the one in the lighthouse. Can you believe that? Ah,
I don't like sort
Personally.
of like.
come on, dude, but just back me up here.
Eh.
I mean,
I
like,
mean,
you know,
the
I'm
thing is, we don't know what the one in there is like. I mean, it might just be bigger, and if it's better in that way, I guess.
But if we don't go, then we will never know. For all we know, hers, whatever she can make, might not be as good as the one in the lighthouse. You know? And if it is or isn't, well, I'm willing to bet 50 gold on her. On her. If hers is better, and you know, I'm not an expert in this, but obviously we have her. She's an expert in this, and she can tell us which one is better, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
We've had this problem
You know
before.
what?
Where the fuck is the sunlight?
no, I'm just.
It's just basically just a really strong glow stick.
I'm not getting involved in this. Just get up on deck, please.
That's what I'm trying to do. She's just not moving.
I'm just not listening to any of y'all. I'm still mixing.
Hmm.
Alright,
Avalon, I have a dumb idea. Avalon takes out his longsword and casts Sunspark on it.
Well, let's see.
I have the description for it. Just function as a light spell, causes the object touched to glow like a
I'm looking at the
torch.
sun rod because that's what it's on the roll.
But basically, Avalon's just like trying to bullshit right now, so he just puts Sunspark on his longsword. Hey, look, mine's better.
Get out of my laboratory. You cast a spell on your sword.
Well, he just sort of looks over it. He looks over it. You know, well, I tried. Just put the sword away. Goes back up on deck.
Y'all trying to bamboozle someone with
Yellow
a fucking
There it is.
22 intelligence.
To be honest, he's only trying to get your attention, not bamboozle you.
Oh, good luck with that.
Since it's just a regular equipment, I'll say you can make it in about like 5 minutes.
No, that's not the point. I'm making a better one. I'm doing mad science.
Oh.
Avalon comes up on the deck with you.
All right, so your sun
I
rod,
don't know, dude. I'm still not convinced.
Brooke and Evil are arguing again.
your sun rod, the sun rod that you are making with mad science, whatever it is, sheds light in a 60-foot radius instead of a 30-foot.
Oh, you fucking beacon that I am.
So are you putting that on something, or are you just making another sun rod, a better sun rod?
No, I snap it right in front of Evil's face, like, see? And I throw it into the corner. Easy. I don't care about those fools in the lighthouse.
I'm just gonna cross my arms and just kind of like do a little touch. Go like, I don't know, dude. That light from the lighthouse was really, really bright. Hell, I thought it was day.
How bright can it be if we can't see it anymore?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out because it was really, really bright and then suddenly it was gone.
I don't care about these incompetent lighthouses.
I thought it was day.
I've work to do.
Listen.
Avalon like pokes his head down the stairs
Listen.
again. Hey, Brooke, we might need you to show some people up.
What can I roll for common sense?
You're
I'll say,
obviously
Avalon, make a bluff check.
That's what I'm trying to do.
you're
Oh,
obviously a woman of great caliber, right? You're not gonna be outdone by this lighthouse, right?
Okay. You all need to stop and see my bluff roll here. No bonus.
Roll a sense motive.
I choose to take 10, which means I beat it.
Okay.
Because my I have
He
a 9
is-
sense
He
motive.
is most certainly just trying to get you up deck.
You're not about to get
I'm
beaten
trying my
by
best, man. It's not
a
working.
piddly
Yeah, and I'm gonna
little
look at,
lighthouse, right?
Spell list here.
You're a great scientist. Jesse knows it, right, Jesse? Back me up, dude.
No response.
Good talk. See, look. Even he knows. Even he knows. But you know, you can't
Do
just.
I think he knows?
Um, you think he knows?
He knows.
You can't let pride get in the way of progress. You know, if you come with us, right? Because we desperately need an expert in sunlight rods, and obviously you have the expertise, but we don't know. We're just simple-minded folk, you know. I mean, you know, just between you and me, captains, But you know, she's still comparably not as smart as obviously someone like you know.
I look like I'm undoing the top button on my shirt, but I'm actually using my magic item to activate Charm Person.
Roll sleight of hand.
Whoa. No, I'm already spoken for.
Roll sleight of hand first
Uh-huh.
off.
Who, me?
No.
Okay.
Her, whatever.
Brooke.
Characters, people, things.
So then roll perception check, Kimmel.
I mean, I'm still activating it.
Yeah. But you know, why not? It looks like he's going for his button, but he's pressing into something and make the save.
What's the save?
It's will, but I need to look at what the DC is.
Now I'm wishing I put in that movable deck so I could just shove you up.
No, get this shit out of my face. I don't want to buy anything.
Um,
Hmm. Why is this so difficult to find every time? It doesn't even say anything. It must. What's my fucking caster level? Caster level. You ever try to like use the search bar on the fucking DS whatever fucking page and it just
Yes.
takes about 5 fucking years to actually do anything? Like
Some of the pages are even missing.
okay, so it should be we're level 10, right?
yes.
Yes.
The DC should be 16.
And roll my will save, right?
Uh-huh.
Sounds right.
Well,
She's not charmed.
just barely.
So you can tell that something was meant to be put on you, but you resisted the effect. I'm like,
Listen,
Brooke.
you come on. If you wanted a good time, you could have just asked. You don't need to do this. Certainly not in front of Jesse. You don't want him to get jealous, do you?
I open up a drawer, and I show you the most bedazzled dildo on the planet.
Uh,
Hang on.
Please.
is that your special mortar and pestle or something?
Oh my god.
It's at this point that Wivey walks down the stairs and is like, I've about what? Am I interrupting something?
I don't know.
Yes,
What-
my work. Thank you very much.
She won't come up, Captain.
Listen here. Hang on. I'm the captain of this ship, and you're under my orders. You will come up deck, and you will come investigate the thing we saw now.
Captain, she thinks. Can you believe it, Jesse? She thinks she's the captain.
Sorry,
You guys been
Captain.
working together for
I've
5 years
been
again,
trying
and they haven't
to.
killed each other yet.
I've been trying.
You know what?
She won't. She won't.
That's
come up.
it. And she starts. Let's see. She casts on you. Let's see. Oh wait, hang on.
Avalon's just like chilling up by Frock, just like I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Never mind. That's permanent. I don't want to do that.
Whoa,
She was about to try and turn you into a squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, listen. You're coming up deck.
Also, Frock had actually asked something of YV before you
Yeah.
went down below deck.
Uh,
I'd like to request permission to throw her overboard for disobeying orders.
Oh, it's 10 plus spell level plus casting modifier? So it was actually like 22.
Oh, then yeah, I'm totally charmed.
In which
Alright,
case,
so
the
we'll
thing never had to come
rewind.
out of the drawer.
We'll rewind about a minute. So you've been casted? No, you've been charmed.
Casted.
You've been casted.
Lady,
And
I'm
it's like-
already
it's like
spoken
there's now, like, a
for,
mole
and
shaped like you.
I have a wife waiting at home, and several lovely ladies. Just, you know, as he's saying this, he's like unraveling his tie. He's
What does charm
unbuttoning
person
his
do?
shirt.
Because I'm not sure it does this.
I don't think it's causing evil to do this. It's evil just doing it.
I was like,
I don't think it's actually enforcing him to do it. He's
It
just doing
makes
it.
someone friendly to you. Trusted
Yeah,
ally.
this is his version of friendly.
just leave me to my work. I have
I mean,
very
what do you want me to
important
tell the
things to
captain? She's
You
expecting.
You don't have to tell her anything.
I have to. We have to go. Captain's orders.
I am busy. I do not have time for this.
Well, you can be busy with us, you know.
No.
Please.
And I'm just starting to push her out the door. No.
I'm a dude.
No, get out.
She
get
sees
out.
why she sees Evil come out, and she's like, Gunther, we're going down after all.
Wasn't what
I'll
it
grab
is.
the girl's
This
desk,
isn't,
Captain.
this
Avalon
isn't
just
what
goes
it
back up
looks
there.
like.
Nope.
Wivey
And he
shows
starts
up, and
buttoning up his
Gunther
shirt.
Start just
Listen.
brandishing a broom at Gunther. Get back, you slimy monster.
Gunther's very confused. Listen,
Get
we're going
away
up
from
deck.
my-
We're going to investigate, and we're going now.
Get
You got me?
Get away from me, you slimy.
Listen,
creature.
Jesse wants you to go.
Do
I can
believe
tell.
that? What does Jesse tell me?
Jesse tells you, yeah, everyone kind of wants you to go. You should probably go.
At two. Two.
See?
And I smack him, backhand him off the
Also,
desk.
Roll a strength check.
Actually, quick question:
Get away
Are
from me.
the like the little slats on the top deck actually there?
Think with the design of the ship, no.
Oh, okay. Because like if it's there, I just imagine Avalon just like sitting up on deck, looking down, watching this. It's like I don't know what's going on.
All
but
right,
it's
Jesse
funny.
dum, dum, rolls into a corner.
You think about
Hey.
what you've done.
Don't be violent on this ship
Also,
to
Frog came
your
down as well.
crewmates. Okay, Frog's just standing there, I think. Crewmates, we're going up now. Don't make me take privileges away from you.
Oh, please, as if you could.
Gunther sort of smiles a bit, and you can see the fang.
Do not touch me.
Then he won't if you get up deck.
No, he will not touch me regardless. I
Gunther
activate
touches
mirror
you.
person.
Wait, is that the 5-person one?
Yes.
Can you do that more than once in one day?
Yes.
Okay, so now there are.
Now there
Oh
are.
wait,
Hold
it's still the same day.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I need to adjust things then.
There are now 3 of me.
Right. I know one of those is fake. So help me.
No, get away. I have work to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you do.
is that
Up deck. Get up there. I'm throwing all 3 of you overboard.
Who's gonna fix the ship?
I have knowledge.
Please.
Uh,
Well, what do you
Fallout
want?
offers
Do
to
you want?
grapple.
Yeah, fine. All right,
Yeah.
so roll it.
You have to roll for him, dog.
All right. /R E3. 3. The higher 3 is you do it right. Finds the right one.
Oh, what's my CMB?
So CD.
Well, you have to roll your CMB.
Yeah. X.
Nope. I have 22. Nope.
Why is-
You rolled a 19. I have 22 CMD. You did not grapple.
Yeah, you rolled a 7 and with a 12 mod, you didn't get it. Holy
Mhm.
shit.
Oh, not so fast.
And I'll bring down. Do you do anything?
He says, "Dangus, I hate you."
Hey. What are you
I
gonna
just
do?
like slip out of the monk's grass. Like, no, get away from me.
Frock, do you want to do it again?
Yes.
Brandish my broom at him.
I'm gonna say that because we're not actually in combat and you're just brandishing your broom, he knows exactly which one it is.
But they've all got a broom, dog.
Yes, but you haven't moved.
What?
Fine.
What? What? What?
What part of this?
What are
phone
you
sex are not
saying?
getting?
What are you saying to me?
He found you
It's
again.
fine.
And
God
he rolled
damn
it
it!
again. Are you kidding me?
No.
boys?
Is he just gonna keep trying to grapple him? Please just keep rolling
You
those
rolled
back
a
and forth.
19 again.
Brooke, if you come up now, you can get to your work faster.
Danger, stop. He says.
No.
What he means is Danger, stop being bad.
YV's just still standing there holding the
Your
bridge of note.
CMB
Listen.
bonus is 12, according to the thingy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's low for a monk, but you know, whatever.
Well, it's your Bab, and your so his Bab isn't actually that high.
This is going nowhere.
Should Avalon and Evil be rolling like perception for anything happening up on deck?
No, nothing's happening.
Some kung fu master.
Hmm.
You know what? And she casts guidance on Frock.
What's guidance do?
I believe it gives a bonus, or at least something. Check. It's a buff. Guidance.
Avalon comes back down below deck. Still, why is there
+1
three of her?
competence bonus on a single attack roll, saving throw, or skill check. How long does that last, by the way?
Like some rounds. Like it hasn't worn off yet.
Avalon is now
All
also.
right, well,
below
here we
deck.
go again. All right, so one of them is. I still have to roll the grapple, or no? It's just destroyed, right?
Yeah, it's just destroyed basically.
All right. Like
Uh,
again.
how long does this
What's the roller thing?
Oh,
for
the
health?
1 minute per level. This shit lasts 10 minutes. Yeah.
All right, so one of your ghosts has been shattered. So doing this again. The other ghost shattered.
Oh. Oh, he already
Ow.
rolled the CMB for you, Dangus. He got a 24.
Okay. So does it again, and now Brooke, you are grappled.
Get your filthy hands off of me.
Bring him up, deck. We're going.
Get your dirty,
He does so.
uncultured hands off me.
Don't make me turn you into a squirrel.
Oh, please.
That shit's permanent.
Who's gonna fix the boat?
People for cheaper than you. I can
Huh.
guarantee it.
Huh. Huh.
And you are dragged up deck.
I will be reporting this to HR.
I am HR. At this point, they now
Question,
tie
though,
your
who does-
hands.
Who does Brooke think is HR?
Jesse, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it always the answer?
He's not the best, but he's a consultant.
Hmm.
He's an HR consultant.
Because your hands are tied and you're placed in the boat, in the rowboat. You're all shh.
He's a HR escape.
No, that you are being observed.
That doesn't matter.
I'm also still charmed, so I may or may not be helping her.
You think I'm not? You think I'm?
Oh,
I
no.
stop if I see you looking at me?
At this point, she's like, "Don't make me knock you out."
Then if you're gonna knock me out, why can't I just be doing work? Apparently, I only have to be here for the ceremony if you can knock me out.
I can bring you back to not knocked out. Where out? You know what?
You
We're
want me to
going.
keep?
And the boat lands in the water. And I guess Avalon or Evil, either of you are rowing. Because Frock's probably occupied keeping an eye on Brooke, and YV is too.
Probably better if Frock does it, because I mean you can have the other two idiots keeping an eye on Brooke just as well.
Actually, no, just both of you are rowing, and YV and Frock are looking at it.
That works too.
Right.
So you're both rolling. Sure. I didn't say it was storming, so the sea's probably fine. There's wind this quarter. Let me double check. All right, make both of you make a profession sailor check.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Oh. uh.
Look at these buffoons.
I failed.
Just starts rowing the wrong way. Starts.
Indeed, you get it. You get out a few ways, but then you start to row in a circle. And Evelyn, you don't really notice it. You're trying your darndest to straighten it out, but eventually, dunk, the nose sort of points back into the boat, and
I've stopped
just
trying
go-
to escape, and I'm just like looking at him. Like,
Ivy's just like, "Do I need to row?"
No.
Oh,
We
I'm
got
sorry,
this. We got
Captain.
this. We got this.
Sorry, Cap. I'll try again. That's not terrible, at least. I'm doing my best.
your best was only 4 better.
I'm doing the best I can.
People.
Positively
I
mediocre
have
rowing.
13 bonus in this. I have 13.
It takes a while. You're going in the right direction, but it takes a while. YV's even
Have
like
you told me
occasionally glances up, just like,
And they tried
Go-
to tell me I would get back to my work faster if we ever arrive.
Shut up. All right. Eventually, after about
I'm so ashamed right
15 minutes,
now.
Avalon and Yvel, because you're the ones not gonna. Brooke, roll a perception check. I guess Brooke, you can roll a perception check as well.
Oh, sick.
So Yvel, Avalon, Brooke.
Oh, I can?
Yes.
Okay. Get on my level, nerds.
All right, Avalon and Yvel. Since you're rowing the boat and very cautiously, not making any mistakes, you do see the very dark approaching shore, and you can sort of figure out where the area you were before was, or where you saw the glint was. Excuse me. There is a sandy enough area you can beach the boat. So you can go there. But there is seemingly where the glint came from. Avalon, you see this because it is still dark. There is a seeming like opening. And there seems to be like a somewhat. It looks like a wooden arch almost over the opening.
See something, Captain? And I pointed out.
She's going through hard and like, yeah. Oh, this will be interesting. This will be interesting. You're coming with us. Beach the boat.
Hi, Captain.
So you both make your way over and successfully put the boat down. YV leaves it to Frock, hops up, and attempts to move the boat up. I'll make a strength check just cause.
Nope.
Actually, this would be athletics. Right now, there's no athletic.
No, it's acrobatics, yeah. So probably not
Well,
that.
yeah, it's just a strength check.
Mm,
Avalon, you wait about 5 seconds, and then you're like, yeah, you hop out the front of the boat and help her bring the boat up. It's like, yeah.
Also, I didn't realize the duration of it, but his sword is still glowing when he pulls it out of his sheath. Like, oh right, that lasts a while, because it's 10-minute duration per level.
Well, now we have a light.
Speaking
so
of lasting a
his
while,
sword
how
is
long does
basically a
charm
torch right
person
now.
last?
the boat is brought up on the shore. Brooke, are you still resisting?
trying to get my ropes off, yeah.
It's like, hang on. And
1 hour per level, you are charmed for 10 hours.
Good God!
at this point, YV sort of takes the oars and just individually, foop, 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 drops each one into the bag of holding. And it's like, well, now it'll be sort of easier. And so she's like, Frock, just undo the ropes. The ropes are undone. Frock steps away, and you have freedom of movement.
I'm gonna hang back and just
Sack.
offer my hand to
You're the
Brooke.
one who hit the coconut. And she just keeps on. Follow me.
A lady?
Frock,
Coconut.
stay behind her.
The coconut, she says. Y'all are so rude.
Avalon, that's discrimination. Its name is Jesse.
What do I think? Do I think Jesse is a coconut?
Let me roll for it. So I've made up a roll scheme.
Heard a lot of dice.
Let's see. Wait for this roll. Jesse is a talking coconut.
He's a talking coconut. Thank you very much.
You know what? If I agree with you, will you agree to come with me?
Well, what am I supposed to? I'm already here now, aren't I?
Say it again.
I'm already here now, aren't I? What am I supposed to do? I don't have much choice.
Yes.
You expect me
he's
to
a
row a
talking
boat by
coconut.
myself?
You can't with no oars. Why do you think I took them away? And she continues walking forward.
I will
Gunther sort of
craft
slithers.
you an oar right now. Hold on.
Gunther sort of slithers alongside. No, you're not. You're coming with us. And she starts walking forward.
Avalon's following alongside the captain because he's got, effectively a torch. It has a 20-foot light level.
Right,
It's
so
light in that 20 feet and then up a level.
Ivy and
that.
Avalon, and then Gunther in the front, and then
I'm walking like at the back, and I'm reading a book at this point.
Brooke and Yvel in the back, and then Frock behind them.
I've got like my arms folded, and I'm just reading a tiny book.
All right. So you it's the beach wasn't too far. You walked for about 2 minutes. Before you get to the gate. Let me see. All right. I'll have you roll perception again.
Okie Gills. Doop.
I see it.
Oh, damn. You beat me.
All right, I gotta roll perception for both of those goons as well. Even though it doesn't really matter at this point, but why not?
Brooke is noticing because Brooke is just so upset at everything. Sees all with her specialized. Frock don't see shit though.
Hey,
Brooke
guess
crit
what, Frock?
failed
I
on
just rolled a
perception.
1 for you.
He's like just noticed that Brooke undid her shirt, and he's like, "Oh."
He's distracted trying to make sure Brooke doesn't run away. That's his excuse. There you go. Easy game.
All right. So everybody, almost even Frog. The stealth roll was terrible. Sees as you sort of approach the opening the glint came from. It's about 10 feet in diameter, not in diameter, in radius, and it sort of goes in a rough arch. Not perfect. It's more narrow at the top. It's more of an ellipse. But there's a carved wooden arch. It's quite beautiful. But slightly behind the arch, sort of standing there, looking out, is what seems to be a suit of armor, but you can just barely see inside. There's like a sort of shifting ghostly effect.
I cast Thunderstomp.
Oh no.
How far is the range on that?
Pretty far. Like I didn't bother to write it down, so that tells me I thought it was like long. This is never gonna come up. Hold up, Thunderstomp, Pathfinder.
What does that do again?
The range is 65 feet. It's I make a CMB to trip them.
Let me double check something. All right, you do it. Doesn't move.
Hmm.
It moves, and I'm like, hold, friend. Not here to hurt you. Can you now see? It's flying. That's why I didn't get tripped.
Fair enough.
And it says, I'm glad you came. Not here to hurt you, but my master has requested that you summon. That was the intent of the signal that was shown. Greetings.
Hi.
Do I recognize the type of armor it's wearing?
Um,
Can I
That's-
identify
that
if
would
it
be
belongs to like a specific?
that would be a
group?
craft check.
Could I do the
Craft?
same thing then?
Sure.
Because I do have craft arms and armor. I don't. Brooke
Avalon,
does.
it's actually Avalon. It's Avalon. You get it's Eastern in origin, but Brooke, you know that it's from a much older time, and it seems like it's a bit I don't know, it's strange. It's not like it is old, but it's sort of alteration, you suppose.
All right, I can tell it's like a ghostly dude inside it.
Yeah. Here, I'll just.
Can I roll like Arcana?
Yes, you can.
I could do the same
That'll
thing then.
that'll tell you more.
Oh, good
All
job,
right,
us.
both of you figure out this is a kami. This is specifically a Zishin kami. They are honorable. They're honorable warriors. They're also known as shrine kami. They ward gates, doorways, religious places, and spiritual arches. They're essentially ghost samurai. They favor the bow more than the sword, though.
Mhm.
They're generally good natured, and you can bypass it if you provide it with offer. Generally, a piece of nature.
Also, Shell was asking if he could roll religion to know what it might be, but that seems irrelevant now.
Yeah, I should fucking. What's
Probably more for the arch than the actual armor.
You can roll religion on the arch if you want,
Well, you still have to roll it for him. He's still
Yeah,
not back yet.
but I just want. That's one.
I mean, if he wants to roll religion, I'm sure he's gonna say yeah.
Just. Even if he doesn't.
Yes, please.
All right. Knowledge, religion. It's not entirely sure. You're not entirely sure, but it seems to be more aligned towards a smaller deity. You don't really know the name, but it is. It's like seems to be a sort of guiding. Like the. It's. What's the word? The iconography seems to have like a guiding representation, like it's a protector of travelers, maybe.
Can I also try, since I know it's religious?
Yeah.
Don't need to be trained
Yeah.
in no knowledge skills. Easy game.
No, you didn't get much
No,
from
I
it.
didn't get any.
though.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Random.
Roll it up. But you get about the same thing. You can sort of sense the you sort of find the image that looks like the maybe minor god. It seems to be it seems like it has a shining point in the center of its head, almost like a third eye. It seems to be stretching out its hand, sort of pointing in a direction. But the
Okay, but let's get back to
Zushin,
doing things with it.
continues. So, the master has requested that you come with me. Quest 8 as it needs help fixing the lighthouse above, as I'm sure you noticed. It is dark, and
Oh,
there
that
are
was the wrong one.
many who require its light. So if you'd be so kind, please follow me. Of course, you may refuse, but I request that you follow.
Sam just looks at the captain.
I like that lighthouse. Let's go in.
All right, captain.
Gunther, I don't know how big. Well, tells. It's a bit cramped. You feel me? And Gunther's just like. "Oh." So Gunther vanishes. Okay.
Dangus, I'm sending you a token on
Okay.
Discord.
Be a coconut, isn't it?
No, it's not a coconut. I'm not playing as Jesse. That's my next character.
roll to roll.
Roll to roll. Acrobatics roll to locomote at all.
Oh, Louis, sub goal for this: you need to get Jesse possessed by something so he can actually talk. Make him stronger.
I mean, you can turn Jesse into a construct. That's a thing.
But I already think he is, so why would I do that?
True,
Make him a better one,
but he already thinks it
upgrade.
is. Why would he?
Mhm.
but you can upgrade it. That's how things work. Science, machines.
All right.
I don't know the shit. I'm a mage.
So I'll begin to walk into the tunnel. The Zushin, you now can all get a better look at it. It has no legs, and here I'll. All right, let's just go over here. Let me reset this lighting. Dirty job covering the important thing, and then reveal the stuff. Okay. So, while I move everyone over, you can get a look at what he looks like. It's in the only visible area. He's down in there. But I also have to move all of you over, so just give me a second.
Oh, samurai.
Actually, no, don't have to move all you over, right?
He looks pretty serious.
Yeah.
A very nice
But,
flowy skirt.
That's what they look. That's what it looks like. So he leads you down the tunnel. It begins to twist and turn, and it sort of goes. It doesn't descend a lot, but it seems to go almost in a curve to the right, deep into the sort of cliffy area. And you're beginning to wonder how this person can. Actually, it would curve to the left. Sorry, you're beginning to wonder how could this master be the master of the lighthouse if this where we're going is so far away and so deep underground. But then you sort of turn one last corner to the left, and there is a chasm, an enormous rift that seems to stay underground. And you sort of turn into the side. So, at one of the sheer walls, that's where you are. All of you make a perception check, and
Can't
this is
see our
not
tokens,
visual.
by the way.
Yeah, you're not on there.
I'm consistently rolling well on perception. Good job, me.
It's Frox and Wybies. All right, so Avalon, you're the only one that knows. You have good eyes, but you have a good general sense, and specifically magical sense. Frock, you rolled a 31, by the way, in the perception.
You rolled a 31, Shell, so you're fine on the perception. Evil didn't roll, but
No. Avalon, only you noticed this. As you get close to the edge of this wide chasm, I guess it's actually not too wide. It's pretty narrow. Something just doesn't feel right with the bounce, because I mean, you just came off a boat and you just came off being on the sea, so you're a bit weird. But something about maybe just the balance doesn't feel right. Like, I feel like you're maybe a bit lighter than usual. And so yeah, says now a master waits down the chasm. So if you'll kindly follow me, and the Zuishin just simply flies out and sideways. He is perpendicular to the wall.
okay. Avalon also
I
kind of
poke at the hole with my something.
As you poke your hand out.
No, with my stick, not with my hand.
Your stick.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like your stick is pushing back on you.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Ivy's like, "Huh. Well, I can do that," and she runs out. And all of a sudden, for the first time, you all see two draconic wings unfold from underneath her cloak and flap out. She's gonna make a fly check to Go ahead. Oh wait, why am I? Well, I'll use those rules anyway. It is at disadvantage. All right. Well, 16. Yeah, that's different. Oh, wait, no, that would still, yeah.
So I would like to know how deep the chasm is.
Um. It's the chasm is probably from the midpoint where you are. It's probably about 50, 60 feet at the bottom, and there's probably another 50, 60 feet above you. But you see Wivel, or not Wivel, what the fuck? YV, just sort of go for a running start, and then these wings unfold, and she jumps out, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh shit, and starts gliding sideways. She begins to hover in the air, like, you can just walk out.
Yeah, I figured that. I just
Gravity's
walk
a
right
bit
over
fucked.
the edge.
All right, you walk right over the edge, and indeed, you are standing perpendicular on the wall. Seems to be some magical force that is holding you against the floor. And YV sort of swoops down, wings fold back in, and she lands. She's like, this is strange.
Can
It
I
is.
roll Arcana to know what's up?
Likewise.
Sure, but you can roll.
Brooke knows better than me. Fucking hell.
Some Avalon, you know, some magical force is some strong magical force is definitely in effect for to like do a large scale change of gravity like this. But Brooke, you're sort of, you know, interested in a few things. So you think you've actually beginning to recall you remember about this. There are certain calamitous events that have occurred in the world of Swallerton. Obviously, one created the greatest one, split apart the split apart Tilnon into the island archipelago it is now. But there were either as a result of that or simultaneously, there were also similar events that seemingly magically altered or damaged parts of the world in a lot of places, and you figure that this is definitely likely one of them. So you all eventually climb out and begin following Zushin, who stopped kindly for, and you can begin to walk. At this point, you can see off in the distance there's a faint glow on the other side of the chasm. And as you approach, you begin to get a better look at it. It seems to be like inset. It seems to be inset. There's a circular sort of inset about 10 feet down. There seems to be like stairs going out on either side that go up to the wall. And above this, or actually in sort of on the side of the chasm, and sort of some of them are even hanging in the air, you see a set of sparks similar to the ones you saw before, sort of hanging in the air going up towards the top. As you get closer, you can see that in the depression, it's very ordered and neat, and you can see books and there's a lot of chests, and there's many bookshelves, but there's also a lot of shiny things which catches your attention, but you realize they're small crystals, like sort of spread about, and there's, you know, big ones and large ones, some polished and some circular,
I give
almost like mirrors.
all the gems a thorough once over.
None of them are like gems, or gems, but they're sort of like just regular quartzes that have been either magically altered or highly polished.
Is there any actual like magical stone here though?
Let me check. No.
Okay. Do I see any books that catch my attention?
At this point, you're too far away because
Oh,
it is still like 40 feet across the chasm. So even when you're
Alright.
perpendicular, you can't really see.
Is everyone just following YV then?
Yeah, well, yeah, everyone's sort of following as you should and says, well, he's over here. And he begins to fly up and he's like, will any of you need assistance?
I pull out a hoverboard and cast. I'm casting fly on myself, but I won't be a hoverboard.
Okay. So I assume everyone else needs help. All right. So, Zushin grabs Frock. YV grabs Avalon, and because Yvel has basically just jumped into Brooke's arms. Like, you can help me.
Hi, Shell.
Normally, I'd find it degrading.
That's quitter talk. Avalon says straight at evil.
Hey. I've ever let a woman one time.
We don't need to hear. We have more important things.
No. It was. Anyway.
We're meeting someone obviously very rich and powerful. For now, just tell it later when we're back on the boat. You know what? You can bug Brooke about it when she's down doing science.
Oh, great idea.
All right, and you begin to fly, and at this point, yeah, YV and and Brooke make a fly check. I actually already rolled for.
Can I substitute use magic device since that's what I'm actually doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I read this earlier. There's like a distinction with fly skill. I think it's
That's
like
kind
about
of a trouble.
Nash.
That's kind of weird, Shell. How the fuck is Discord not picking up your voice? Discord, what is this shit?
Discord on your phone or Discord on your computer?
Phone.
Weird.
That's very strange.
Can you hear me?
Now I
Yes.
can.
Cool. So I can't have my earphones plugged in for you guys to hear me
That's all right.
because my phone thinks that these have a built-in mic to them when they don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no. You can't.
But what I was saying was I'm a monk, so I would just climb off the cliff.
Oh,
You
But
can't.
he's
It's
just
on the
gonna-
other side of the chasm, so it's essentially 40
Oh.
feet above.
Oh, okay.
jump.
Oh,
Way
fine.
to ace that fly check, Louis.
All right. So as you get halfway across, all of a sudden there's a sick feeling in your stomach as it flips, and all of a sudden you're now being dragged towards the other end of the chasm. But you all manage to quickly spin yourselves around
Hello.
and slowly
We've
descend.
been done since like 9:15. So we were tidying up, and it was like, oh, it's No, I'm fine.
You all land outside the circle.
Sadly.
And the kami seems to stand still and says, "Wait here for one moment. I will get my master's attention safely." And he glides down the stairs and begins talking
Do I see the
Uh,
books now?
You can see some of the books, but because you're outside the circle at this point, so the closest books, the pages are facing you, so you can't see them. But there is seemingly you can sort of hear the Zushin's voice, but all of a sudden there seems to be a much deeper voice, and you can almost feel it through the ground. And there's just a he begins, and the Zushin, you see the Zushin appear as it comes towards you, but then you see walking around the corner a rather large form. Here, I'll move you over. It's easy to see shit. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Like, just turn that off, and then turn off fog of war.
Oh.
So I'll move you over here.
Oh, okay. That's a
Yeah, here's a little thin,
interesting
but
thing.
whatever. Oh God, there's no close together.
Woo.
He's up here.
Yo, where's my new token at, though?
I'll get it in just a second. Frog's back.
I like just how long Brooke's nameplate is.
You see coming around the corner a large creature made of crystals and shining glass. You see
Oh.
around the corner, lumbering, a very well, not a very large dragon, but he's still a large dragon. Come around the corner.
What do I have to roll to know what kind of dragon he is?
I'm gonna say that you all kind of just know
All
because he is made of crystal, so you figure he's a crystal dragon.
right. Fair enough.
It is pretty obvious at this point. He says, "So you're the ones we signaled." Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Can I look at those? And I
He
point.
begins to inhale in a very annoyed fashion.
Everyone.
I would request that you be quiet for the moment. Zip it. Thank you.
If
Everyone
I'm
just
reading
like
the
gives a
books, I'll
quiet
be very
thumbs up.
quiet.
Mhm.
What?
If I'm reading the books, I'll be real quiet.
Whatever. So, as you can see, I have called you here. In part because, yes, I am the master of the lighthouse. And, as you can also see, it's broken. So, I'm asking you, fix it. I can't get up there. It's too damn small. I could when I was younger, but now I'm older and bigger, and it's terrible sometimes, but it's also really cool. Listen,
I'm
just
not rolling initiative yet, Shell, though, so you're fine. Don't worry about it.
just go up there and please fix it, because I figure some hooligan kids ran in there and broke it, didn't know what they'd be doing. I swear I'll find them in my glasses one day. But that's besides the point. Go up there, fix it. I'll give you some nice stuff.
Can
Do
I
we
look at
have
your
a deal?
library?
Are you going to fix it?
Yes.
after you fix it.
Okay.
So, any questions?
Just one. What do you use power your lighthouse? Like a rod?
That. And he points, he lifts up an arm and points to there is above the area, there is a single candle placed in a shining globe.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's not
There.
broken. That's not broken. That's not broken. That's not, and as he's saying this, he's pointing to all the different crystals that you can now see are reflecting some amount of light through the air as there's occasional dust particles going through. It's like that's not broken. That not, but that one up there, that's broken. And he points just straight up to where you can see the light going up and seemingly into the lighthouse.
I'm gonna start going up into the lighthouse.
On your
I'll
hoverboard?
follow.
Yes, slide over.
All right. So you all go over. Actually, at this point, you just start walking up.
No, I'm still on the hoverboard. Don't worry.
Okay. Everyone else is walking. As you're going, the Azutian says, Master Oifa, should I follow? He says, fine. Whatever. Well, actually, yes, keep an eye on it so they don't break more shit. If they do, just kill them. It'll be fine.
I'm just like reading the book again, riding forward on my Segway.
All right. But so you all begin going forward up the lighthouse or up the wall. And as you get up top, there seems you can now see on both sides there's a lip that seems to go deep that goes in into the wall and then seems to do a spiral staircase up inner part. You figure that must be where the lighthouse is. So you manage to go in and begin climbing the staircase.
Num, 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 num.
Zishan at this point sort of pipes up, just like, since my master is undescriptive and all of a sudden you hear a voice in your head, in all of your heads in his telepathy, frankly quite rude. He goes back into a common speak. I will tell you a little more about your task. There are 3 components that need fixing.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 mirrors and 1 focusing. Fix those, and your work will be done.
Mm-hmm.
Do not, you'll be let go. Break anything, and as my master said, as I'm obliged to do, I will have to kill you. So, do behave.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you begin walking up walking more up into the tower, and you can see now that encased in the center, you're walking on the outside with the spiral staircases, but encased in the center is is a glass shaft, and you figure that through the again occasional dust particle. That's where the light shaft is. And you begin. You eventually get to the top. You can now see out on the dark sea. Well, obviously you can't really see much because it's all dark. But
Mhm.
you get up into the large central area. It's about the top would probably be about 10 feet diameter or 10 feet in radius. Doing that, 20 feet in diameter. And in the center, there is in the center on the ground. There's the beam of light you've seen that comes up. It seems to be just sort of very focused and very small. But in the floor, you now see a glass lens.
Nerds.
I shall.
And and the ray of light hits it, but then fractals it sort of fractals off, and you begin to you see now that this isn't working, but some light does manage to get straight through, and it hits a sort of it hits a mirror on top that seems to be at an angle, and it's connected to another like large concave mirror that's sort of tall. It's like an inverse tower shield, and it seems to be on like a metal guidance system, and it seems to be metal seems to be somewhat bent. It says so. There is a problem.
All right, I'm gonna start engineering to try and fix it.
Let me see. That's probably the right thing. I just wanted to. Yes, this it would be engineering.
I elect to take 10, which means my roll is 29.
What thing are you trying to fix first?
The glass in the ground. Seeing as the light's not getting through that seems like probably the most important thing.
You sort of can see you can see sort of some of the deformities in the lens itself. It maybe was good at one point. Obviously, it did function, but now it seems that there have been some amount of warping with the humidity. There are some cracks, and also there's some misshaping.
Can I fix this one, or do I need to make a new one?
With what you have on hand, you managed to bring enough that you can sort of with some help from you can manage to get it to a point you can actually sort of not melt it, but make it more malleable. Oh, shit. You can smooth out sort of the deformities, and you have this sort of resin, I imagine, or at least some clear thing that you can sort of push.
I'm artificer, so I got like a lot of like random shit on me.
Yeah, you got a lot of random shit. So with the malleability of the glass and with the heat that is generated through multiple just sort of like cantrips and shit, you manage to fill in the crack and fill in the and work out the deformities. There we go.
Okay.
So now you see the thin beam of light go into the it sort of spreads in and out. The night is focused back in, and it seems to be even brighter. You sort of get that this maybe has a very, very small arcana magic. There we go. What the fuck? Magic property to it, but obviously it's not so necessary that changing the shape of the lens screwed it up. It does seem to amplify the light, and you can see now that the light does go into the mirror, but sort of reflecting at the wrong angle. It is reflecting, but it's like reflecting down into the floor, and then also the entire mechanism is moving. So it looks like this stage is less about the mirrors and more about the rotational mechanism and the angle.
All right, so I'm gonna try and fix that as well. I'm just gonna take 10 on my engineering again.
Okay. Yes, that's 29 again. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's much easier because obviously glass, you have to worry about cracking it. This one you just sort of can, with some help, you can just sort of just bend it, and it works. The turning mechanism is much more mechanical, so you can't really just hit it and it works. I actually have to sort of disassemble it. And for the next 30 minutes, you're actually there working on it and using all your fine tools to make sure that all the little gears and sprockets are in the right place. You have to unwind some springs and wind them correctly. And some of the gears are sort of off a bit, so you rearrange them to make them work. But in the end, you sort of slot it back into place, and then there's it seems like what the mechanism to drive it seems like is just a sort of small windmill on top that is using the ocean wind to turn it into mechanical energy, and so it brings it down to a shaft. And now the whole thing is rotating, and you all have to quickly close your eyes every 20 seconds or so, because now a giant beam of bright light is sweeping over you.
So is it all working correctly now?
It is working correctly, yes.
All right, easy.
The Kami sort of looks at you. I'm impressed. Good work. I don't have to kill you. He begins floating down the stairs. Moby's like, see, you got to fix something. It's cool. You should come with us. You should come with us more often. I'm right. Jesse's right.
This is novice level work, and I just slide down the staircase on my hoverboard again.
How long does that last? Or is that
Uh,
just a permanent thing?
I don't know. It's the fly spell I'm casting, so you might just know.
Brooke!
Not off the top of my head. I know about the fly skeleton.
Pathfinder.
I got it. Okay. Spell. 1 minute per level. So.
All right, I just walk down the staircase.
Yeah. You wouldn't have. You actually probably wouldn't have even been able to halfway as you were going up the lighthouse. All of a sudden, you fall on the stairs and begin to fall backwards. But you managed to catch yourself. So you now walk down the stairs, hoverboard under your arm, and you find yourself walking down. Crystal Dragon is sitting sort of on a table. He's looking at he's thumbing through some of the books. He has one that he's reading. He has a crystal sort of in his hand. And you can see it's sort of raw and rough, but as he sort of begins to move his hand almost absent-mindedly, his thumb is sort of moving in a circle. And eventually the crystal, he sort of sets it down. It seems to be almost a perfect half sphere, but one side is completely flat. And it just, you can see it glinting from here. He almost does it effortlessly.
It's working now.
I saw. I have lenses all over. I saw the reflection. Good work. Also, the Kami shuttled you up. Actually, no, you're on the right side now. He says, I saw. So, as promised, what book do you want to read?
I am going to look through the Pepe books, see what there is.
Also,
Wait, the
Brooke
what
still needs the new
books?
token.
I'm gonna look through his books and see if he's got anything related to alchemy.
Okay, I thought you said Pepe books, and I'm like,
Whoa.
I'm like, that meme doesn't exist here.
No, I'm looking for
It's
any.
TT the Toad, not Pepe the Frog. There are most of them most of them are about formation of rocks and crystals, and there's a theme here, as you can tell. The dragon sort of looking over the books and looking over it. He said, do you need help finding anything?
Would you happen to have anything that relates to the Philosopher's Stone?
Ooh, an alchemist.
An artificier, but close enough.
Okay. He just sort of looks back at the rest of you and rolls his eyes. There's a small sound. As they are rock. looks back towards you and says, "Well, excuse me. Most, in fact, just about all of the books here are about formation of crystals and glass, but some of them may hold information related to the topic. I obviously am not an expert in alchemy, but he sort of picks up the lens that he just got finished making. I have some knowledge. He sets it down. Let me. Oh, there are many books here. Let me think for a moment. He actually picks up.
While he's doing that, can I see if he has any books that might relate to monk sex? Like
I
It
know what
took
you
me a
asked, but
yeah.
I heard it
I
something
know-
completely different.
I
I
use
hate the word.
I use my flurry of blows.
I hate the word. I want to see if I can find any information on monks of the Four
Sects.
Wind.
Monks of the Four Winds.
Yeah. Since I am since it's a rare thing.
You look. There's nothing.
No.
Hmm.
Nothing on monks in general, I'm guessing then.
Nah, not really. There's basically
Okay.
two types of books here: glass crystal making and all that stuff, and then like about the local area. And there's a few books about the lighthouse itself.
Fair.
As you sort of go up, by the way, to touch one book and maybe pull it off to get it. Dragon sort of whips without even looking at you. He seems to be looking off to Crystal and says, "You did not fix that. You did not fix the lighthouse.
My
You do not get the
apologies.
reward. Thank you." And he sort of goes back to Brooke. Seems like some mind that thinks the same. But so specifically, there may be a book here about the mixing of arts, minor arcane magic, and crystal materials, which may prove helpful. But I don't know. I'll see if I can find it for you. And he sort of does this with a smile as he just sort of he brings the crystal that he made up to one eye, and you can now see the eye sort of huge in its socket. And there's almost a flash as you barely catch this. It's like a flash, and all of a sudden there's ding, 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 ding. A few of the lights go off. He says, right. He closes his eyes here, and he very gently, with between two claws, picks a hardcover book off the shelf. He says, "This is a book not written by me, so it's not the greatest, but it is fairly good." He's one moment, and he sort of very quickly he almost beats his wing just to get all the pages through, and it closes for a moment. He says, "Now I can copy it down." Here, he hands it over to you. The book is the book is titled on magical lensing, or magical lensing and the craft of mixing glasses. And it is now yours. I think someone's talking to him, which is good because I have to drink. All right, thank you. Well, I suppose a book that may or may not be helpful isn't enough. He sort of rolls his eyes. He goes over to a chest, opens it, means digging through. Excuse me.
Man, this dragon seems to have had a lot of soda today.
Roy,
Hmm?
what is your what's your perception?
22.
22. Right, you have the thing.
The headband, yeah. One of the skills I picked for it was perception because I want to see fucking everything.
That's what, an extra.
Basically just adds my level to my
Shows
perception.
Arcana and engineering for mine.
Damn, I would have 27 perception.
So he sort of takes a small crystal, and it's not circular. It's sort of more diamond shaped, but the edges actually it's more like two cones on top of each other. He sort of hands it to Ivy as she is the captain. She heard be said. Says this is a small gift. Bring your eye up to it, and you gained an amount of my abilities, as it is forged from a single crystal scale. So, there you are.
I'm now like eye level to the crystal with one of those jeweler's glasses in my eye, like looking at it.
Alright, roll an Arcana check. Judging from the dragon itself and what you've heard about its abilities, and sort of looking through the crystal itself, you actually just looking through the crystal, you can see that something's different. You get a lot more detail. This crystal, if you hold it up to your eye and look into it as a standard action, you can see looking through it gives you blind sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm just like, nice.
Ding. She sort of pockets it and is like, Avalon catch.
Thanks.
You see the most shit, it's yours. All right.
Thanks, Captain.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us fix the lighthouse. What was it again? Oifa? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Have a good time. And the dragon is just like, I will when you're gone, and walks down the stairs.
I understand. And I just start reading the book and like walking off.
All right. You eventually, all with the help of the kami, he just ferries you across. Help the kami and YB, you both, you all managed to get to the other side. Eventually, find your way outside, and now you look up and you see every 20 seconds the light beam stretching on for miles, going out. Seems your job has been completed, and you didn't anger the super easy to piss off dragon.
Because I'm the greatest engineer of all time. No.
How do
Alright.
Louis not anger something?
No, he angered everyone else. He just didn't anger it because he didn't interact with the dragon. He's like, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Usually Louis angers like everything, as far as NPCs go, anyway.
Well, yeah, but I mean, first off, it's a chaotic good dragon, so I mean, it's good.
It
But also
barely
no-
interacted with me. It was like, go fix this thing. And she was like, I'm going to fix the thing now. All right, fix the thing. Can I look at your books now? Cool.
Basically, if any of you would have had said anything about its appearance, it would have tried to kill you because that's like in the description. It's like if you talk shit about how it looks, it goes into a rage and tries to kill you. She eventually
So
managed
am I
to.
to assume you thought we were going to end up fighting it at some point?
I had it all prepared just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is going to be a diplomacy / fixing shit encounter or a fighting encounter.
So it's like how I prepared for Penthesilea. And
Basically.
and then you guys just didn't piss her
Didn't
off.
have to fight.
Did
Anyway.
not get turned the paste.
The greatest artificier of all time is here. It was easy.
So eventually you make your way back to the rowboat. Ivy's like, hang on a sec, and digs into the bag of holding it. Plunk, plunk, pulls out the 4 oars again. Just for funsies, Frock, since you're not looking at him, Frock, make a profession sailing check.
Profession sailing.
Yeah. And
Sailor.
and because she's like, she's like,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
another one.
dang
Why
her.
are you all so bad at
And
rowing?
It sort of matters at this point. And since she's like, fucking, we got you out of it. It's like the disappointed parent. We got you out of the house today, so you don't have to do anything. She sort of skips over Brooke and is like,
That's good. I'm already
I'm
reading
the
the
captain.
book.
Yvel, you're doing it because Avalon over here fucked it up.
Sorry, Captain.
Yeah, whatever. But so
Wait.
you begin pushing off. You begin to push off. And actually, as you push off, Frock, you put too much force into it at the back of the boat. And you actually push the back of the boat under the water, and it begins to fill with water. And she's like, "God damn it!"
Oh my god.
Just sitting on the other end of the rowboat as it goes up. Like, oh my god.
Dang
So
her.
you,
You're never rolling for me again. You fucking cursed Frock at this point.
it's good. Now you can just roll nat ones and all your hits, so people can actually do things to enemies.
I am
Fuck.
going.
I
Alright.
tried.
No, you try to balance it out, but it begins to just fill with water. Eventually, you sort of bring it back up onto the shore. And at this point, the commie actually comes over and is like, "Do you need help?"
We got it.
Like,
Take it
"No."
up.
All right, make it again, both of you.
I swear to cow.
Better. Fucking hell.
just barely. God, if it seems slow this time, darn does it seem slower this time. If it seemed slow last time, darn does it feel slower this time.
Oh
By the
my
time you get to the
God.
boat, YV's just holding her head in her hands like,
I'm so angry right now.
you hook the boat back on and manage to wheel it back up. A
I
little
want to go
drippy.
straight to the crow's nest. Just has like this the whole time he was going up the thing. He has a dead look in his eyes. Shame.
Hey, come down from there at some point. You gotta get sleep. We're staying
I know,
here at this
Captain.
point. Everyone to bed now. Ish. I don't know. Look at the fucking lighthouse if you want. I'm going to bed. Door closes. So you'll take your rest. Eventually, about 2 hours pass before Yvel comes up to relieve you. And then actually, Avalon first comes up too, because Brooke, how are you getting rid of Yvel? Because she's still charmed with you.
She ain't getting in bed with me.
No, I'm gonna be talking to Jesse, regaling him about this wonderful tale of how I ended up in a 15 women orgy with a spoon and a jar. Couldn't tell if it was nap, but
Okay.
Talk to the fucking coconut.
All right, but eventually you go to bed as well. By the time you wake up, it wears off. Your night, however, is infused with somewhat Brooke-based dreams because it is still like 10 hours. So basically, by the time you wake up, then it's gone.
I'm just gonna look down at my pants and then go. I'm gonna feel that on weirdest boners in the past 10 years. Okay. Oof.
Okay, you're. Oh, whoops. No, don't. Age. Also, right now, I guess we can take a break if anybody needs to go to the bathroom. If nobody needs to, We'll just keep soldering. Okay. Give me just a second. All right. Eventually, the next day comes around, and you all wake up. Avalon, you almost, while you're still asleep, you almost just climb the crow's nest, just because you're so damn used to it at this point. You'll be two.
Do I need to roll something?
No.
Hmm.
Just adding flair to it.
Hmm.
But don't freeze up. Thank you. Oh no, it may have frozen up. You all managed to you all sort of get back, and find your way onto the.
Brooke still doesn't have the new token.
Yeah, I know. She will in just a sec. All right, switch back the maps. So you begin day by setting out. Let me put you back on the map so I can show you where you are. All right. Oh, whoops, wrong layer.
Wrong layer!
God, I hate fucking shapes in this. Oh, shit. Oh.
That's what I wanted to look at.
All right, so begin. You go out the Moomaw Strait. A few ships pass through because obviously this is a very important trading area. It seems like now that the lighthouse is back or has been back, a lot of ships pass through with this tail. But you continue sailing actually for a whole day. You get all the way up here. So another night passes. And at the last watch, actually the middle watch, sort of looking out, and you know about the East Ovine Sea, where you guys are approaching now. And it is famous. The East and West Ovine Seas are famous for its extremely dense fog. That's where it got its name from. Ovine is sheep-like. The fog is so thick it's almost like wool in front of your eyes. But as you as you're sort of Frock, as you're up in the crow's nest, I think we said you in the middle.
Yes. Roll perception.
No.
No, get
you
fucked
sort of
instead.
look. No, you just, a cannonball just runs right through your head and you
Oh,
instantly
shit. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Wonderful.
fired from the ghost ship off to your left.
Damn.
But no, I mean, you've been through events and you can sort of just barely see the fog. But as the night cools, and fog begins to rise, you see like almost like a wave just sort of come up. You almost have to blink your eyes for a second because you almost think it is a wave, but it sort of rolls forward towards you up and then covers the boat in mist.
I'm below deck having the time of my life, so.
You're asleep at this point.
I'm so amused at everything that's going on because like these people have known each other for 5 fucking years.
Have
And
they?
haven't
Wait, we've known each other for 5 years?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how long we've been on the boat.
I thought it's been 5 years since.
Actually, no, I think it's been a year since you started out. Double
Oh.
check.
Okay, so it's been a year since we joined up with YV. Okay. I knew 5 years was involved somehow. I just didn't know how, so I
Yeah,
assumed
it's
that's how
been
long we've been on
5.
the damn boat.
I mean, it's not directly relevant. Well, really, to any of you, but it's been 5 years since the previous events or the previous game.
Okay.
But yeah, eventually you all wake up. Thanks, you're still not close enough to the Ovine Sea, where you're entirely in fog, but it just seems like the night was particularly cool, and sort of swept over you. But eventually, you all wake up and it has burned off a bit. But you all wake up and begin moving forward. All right, at this. All right. So I'll just move you over to the ship so you can be where you want to be. Psych, it's there. It's linked, but I don't think it did it properly. I don't know.
Well, it has no stats on it. So
Yeah.
no.
I hit the link thing, but I don't know. It's weird. Shell can probably tell you more
that
about
was
it.
82.
I'll do it.
I hit the link button. I did hit it.
Yeah, it's got the name was already there. The nameplate isn't showing up, mind you, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see mine, but I can't see Brock or Brooks.
I'll fix them. Stanger's bad at this.
It's so much easier to just let everyone else take it.
I agree.
Wait, put the freaking icon back.
Just
wait, it's
scroll
down there.
down, my guy. Let's see.
I've got it. Since you're bad at this. Now you can see Brooke.
Oh, there it is. All right. So begin to sail. YV has done the slow thing and summoned Gunther again, because I actually found out that he can just be out for as long as he fucking wants, which is nice. All right, so who's where? Brooke's
Crow's
obviously
nest.
down.
I thought I was in the crow's nest.
Oh,
Well, no, you were in the morning. I mean, in the midnight. But then this is during the day. Now, so Avalon,
up.
I guess
Who's-
he's in the
can
crow's
see
nest
shit.
then. Since
yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
Since-
22 perception, bro.
Mhm.
I mean, I have 17, but you know,
That's mine.
you're
15.
cheating.
All right. Where's everyone else? Actually, Gunther will be coiled around the other mast.
Don't actually know which one. the crow's
YV's obviously at
put him
the
here.
helm.
And Brooke is up to science as usual.
Brooke, are you actually making anything? Actually, did you make anything yesterday?
No, I didn't make anything yesterday.
Are you making
I don't,
anything
have
today?
I don't have enough gold left to really make anything.
Okay. So you just sort of
I'm just doing
poking shit.
miscellaneous science. Yeah.
probably continually reading through the book.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so Brooke, make a perception check with disadvantage because you're focused on science.
Easy.
That's okay. All right. As you're sort of, focusing, and you put some science, and there are all these weird sounds and sort of minor explosions, but all of a sudden you hear a like, is that something I do? That's not something Jesse does. What the hell was that? And you turn and see crawling through one of the portholes, cannons go, a walking humanoid swarm of eels.
Get off my boat!
And at this point, 2 more spring off the side up onto the top.
Oh, you're in for
And
it now,
stand
my
there.
friend. I throw
Alright.
a vial of acid at
Well,
it.
roll initiative.
No, as it's coming through, I want to throw a vial of acid at it. Come on. My acid. I'm covered by science.
Hang on a second.
You said 2 more showed up on deck, or just 1 more?
Yes, there are 2 more. You can see them. One is by
Oh,
the
one
rear
was by YV.
ballista,
Okay.
and one is by.
I didn't spot the one by YV initially.
Let's see.
Time to be bad.
All right.
Because fuck Danger.
Why'd you roll twice?
Oh. Did it roll twice?
We'll take the
Yeah.
yes. We'll take the first one. 'Cause
Oh,
I
good
didn't
job
roll
fucking me.
bad.
Good fucking job, me. Though, to be
Amazing.
fair, I'm up on the crow's nest anyways.
I didn't roll bad. Amazing.
So I would have
Maybe
to
it's
get down.
maybe it's because I'm duplicating my character sheet on my phone, so that I can just roll stuff, and Danger doesn't do it for me and fuck everything up.
That's my job.
Who else
I'm
but
not gonna do-
Danger?
My initiative.
I'll be right back.
You
I'm gonna
said
go
we
to
had
that.
the Corsair feat,
Yes.
just normally, right?
What's the Corsair feat?
No, I didn't say you have it normally.
Oh, we had to take it.
Yeah, I said that's like a good thing to take.
Okay. It gives +2 to initiative while on a bonus, and +1 to
Yeah.
damage using light or one-handed weapons.
I don't have it, so
Neither do
That's
I.
why I have 13 initiative.
I'm busy having all of these magic-related things, and also to use bow staff that is also a gun.
So yeah, I'll be right back.
I had it all worked out. I was like, if I take this feat that lets me use a bow staff one-handed, I can then reload the gun as if it's a one-handed weapon, which is significantly faster. It's an easy game.
frick
Gotta
is
roll a
bleeding
bunch of
attack on here?
initiatives. Also, I figured out that I did something wrong last session, but
Mhm.
it didn't really matter, so it's fine.
Good job.
Yep. I did.
Great.
Have elemental fist damage.
Better. And worst. Goes
I'm back.
4. Prime goes first. I will last rip. If I can fucking move token.
Wow, good job, me. I'm dead fucking last.
Oh wait. Oh no, this
Well,
other
the one
one
that's in here with me really wants it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think 1, 2. I think that's everyone. 1, 2,
Yeah, that's everyone.
5. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Top of the round, Frock.
You've taken the
where'd the
turn
turn
order
order?
away.
Yeah, you turned it off.
Fuck. God damn it. I'm fantastic at this.
Stop being bad,
The
Danger.
bottom 3 are out of order.
I hate moving these fucking. It's so weird and annoying.
All right.
Thank you.
So there's Gunter, and then there's one over there, one over there. I'm just gonna step up to this one. You said it looks like they're made out of eels, right?
Yes. It
Or
is
they are
a.
made out of, or rather,
They are made out of eels. It is a writhing humanoid mass of
They
eels.
look like they're made of eels because they are made of eels.
All right. So gonna piranha unarmed strike these guys. The element I'm putting in it is lightning or electricity, whatever it is.
Okay.
Not that it hit.
Oh, the second one.
Yeah, because it's in the second
Is
one.
only the second. Okay. So yeah,
It's-
the first one hits.
I
Let me
have
check
to
something.
pick which attack it's in,
Okay.
and I always put in the second one because if I put in the first one, the entire roll gets fucked up.
So the first one you managed to go palm out and slam your fist, your palm, the heel of your palm into some of the eels, and it sort of squishes in. But you managed to pull out before it seems like it would wrap around you. But the second one almost seems to like open up, so your hand goes right through, and you quickly pull it out again. All right, so the first one is 30. I forget that bleeding doesn't have any save, right? And it's constant.
It's just no, it's just a damage. I don't think it makes them bleed.
I feel
Unless
like we
it
had
does.
this conversation. For now, I'll just do 6.
Well, I rolled. Yeah, I guess you can figure if they start bleeding from it or not.
All right. So that's your turn. So now this one's turn down here. I think. Yes. All right. Seeing that it noticed you, it's simply just gonna sort of move forward, and its arm just like whips around, and it actually shoots out a single eel that comes screaming towards you.
Oh,
So it is going to roll against your touch.
my touch.
Yeah, that is a. I have to assume it hits unless you have. Fucking math is hard. 32 touch.
No, I have 14 actually.
Okay. All right, so that. Gosh, this is slam attacks. That deals. 9 slashing as its jaws rake over you. And ooh, wait. No, it's 1d6 electricity. And 1 point of electricity.
Ah, you bitch.
They just sort of
Oh,
rise in the corner. Not
I'm
doing
doing
anything.
that wrong.
Let me double check something.
Wait, no, I haven't. Okay.
All right. It's now Gunther's turn. He's going to go up and immediately get in between it and YV. And it is going to make a bite attack. Second attack doesn't happen. Actually, the second attack wouldn't have happened anyway. Actually, no, it does, because you're a monk, so you get 2 attacks with your standard action, right?
I have 1 attack, but then I use a key point to get a second attack.
Okay, so you used a key point.
That's why you have like 3 fucking gauges.
Yeah.
Yes, one is for the energy strike, and one is for the
Alright,
key points.
so that doesn't hit. The second one doesn't happen. Hey, Gunther like always rolls below a 10. This is ridiculous.
Maybe.
You know, that's just gonna be his turn. Alright, so now Ivy's turn is like, thanks, buddy! And she begins to the draconic wings, which now you can all see are almost exactly the same as Gunther's. Let's see, there's something going on here. She's gonna fly up.
Happening.
Gonna fly up and over like that. And she is going to cast the good old favorite. She's gonna cast Snowball. Actually, might. You know what? She's gonna cast Barked Skin. Whatchamacallit on Gunther. Bark Skin is enabled. So all of a sudden, the Gunther's skin suddenly seems to glow a bit more green, and it's it's just better now. What's his AC now again? Fences 27. Okay, so that's her turn. Yvel, it's your turn.
Woo! Okay. I'm gonna move over here to the one next back. Stab.
Alright, roll stab.
Hold up, I need to make sure that I don't have the.
Oh, crap.
Okay, you deal that slashing or piercing?
That is piercing.
Piercing. Okay. All right. You go up and quickly find a point, manage to spike one of the eels. And you do 6 points of slashing damage. Or piercing damage, sorry.
And I think that's all I can do right.
Yep. Do the math right. Yeah, okay. Okay, Brooke. It's your turn.
Alright. I'm going to use my minor action to load an enchanted bullet into my gun. It has magic missile on it, so if it hits it, it also casts magic missile. And then I'm going to shoot it.
Alright.
This is against touch, but it doesn't say it on the thing that rolls.
That hits.
Alright. And then it also casts magic missile. So that's 5d4 plus 5.
Okay, 30 damage. Nice. You sort of pull out your gun and it's like, and you cast a spell into it, and You fire, and almost as it reaches it, the bullet seems to split, but it's just the music lights it up with some magic
Macross Missile
missiles.
Massacre. That's all I can do.
Yep. Now has the same health as the other one just had just a moment ago.
Easy.
All right. It is
That's-
now this one right next to Gunther's turn. And just seeing a giant snake in its way, it's gonna use a full round attack against Gunther.
It's like me, but it's just one big eel instead of lots of little eels.
Let me double check something. Hopefully. Didn't. Okay.
What is my AC?
Alrighty.
Okay, that's
I don't think he is though. Actually, let me double check the sheet. I forget if he's resistant to electricity or not. I don't think he is.
Hmm.
Oh, they're electric eels.
See, when he said it did I was gonna use a shocking grasp one on it because I was like, water's weak to electric. Then he was like, it does electric damage to you, and I was like, maybe not use that one actually.
Okay, I'm glad the energy thing didn't hit it.
Mhm. I mean, it would have still done damage, just well, the electricity would. Actually, I should have said that ahead of time, so I apologize. The description doesn't even say crackling with blue energy, and it seems to be electric eels. I just said eels, so that is my. But
Question for a spell that has a radius center on the caster. Is that radius like an infinite cylinder straight up and down, or no?
no, it is a sphere.
Okay.
At least in my campaign.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay, so I will have to get on deck before I do
whenever
that.
it's like a radius, basically the radius goes in any direction three-dimensionally still.
Just going to make
Okay.
full round attack
That
against
means once I'm on the boat, I can help you at the same time
what's
as I
his
help everyone else.
face.
Well, no, because if there's a solid thing in the way, it basically has to like get through
Okay,
a door.
good start against Gunther. That's a natural 20 for the bite attack.
Because I thought about casting
Bye,
haste, but then
Gunther.
I remembered that like the grid above me is
Gunther's
not
got HP,
actually
it's fine.
there, so it wouldn't have reached you.
The other
Okay,
one
so-
is 34, so that hits as well. All right, so both attacks hit. The first one's a crit, so a lot of d6s. It is on the bite. That is 13 points. Here, I'll do it incrementally. 13 points of piercing. So that's 62. Then 14 points of electric. On just the bite, as it manages to sort of go at the underside, Gunther. And then the other one is a, well, if I check this as well. You know what? It's because it's attacking Gunther and none of you first. I might as well ask. It says down here varied attack. It attacks dealing both bludgeoning and slashing damage. The slam attack. So does that mean it says 1d6 plus 3? So is it 2d6 plus 6?
No, I think that just means the damage counts as both for the purposes of damage resistance. I don't think it does. Like,
All right. All right. Just want to double check. All right. Then the slams deal 6 points of piercing and 2 points electric, so 8 total. Gunther's still fine. He's got more than half HP. But
Are we
got
supposed
laid
to
in.
see his HP bar, by the way? Because if we are, we can't see Gunter's.
Can you see everyone else's?
Yes.
Then I will make it show up. There we go.
Gunter.
All right. So it is now the one's turn that is like that. It is going to take a 5-foot step. Actually, let me think for a second. It's just gonna stay there. And it's gonna go after one that hurt it the most. So it's gonna be a full round attack against Frock. So that's a. Ooh, where's my dice? There it is. Of course, now it starts rolling terribly.
Is it
It's
is it on
23
for my AC or my touch?
AC.
Nope.
And
That's
a.
to hit 30.
Jesus Christ, it rolled even lower. It rolled a 4 and then a 2. Easy. 21. God damn. So no, neither of them hit. It sort of just bites at you, but you duck under it, and then it brings both its arms across. But you've sort of anticipated it, and you managed to stay down. All right, Avalon, it's your turn.
Okay, for my move action, can I just get down from the fucking crow's nest?
Um, uh, what's your climb speed?
I don't know how to calculate that.
It must depend on how well you roll.
Okay. Are you climbing down or are you jumping off?
I don't have a way to fall without hurting myself, so probably not gonna jump off.
He's not a monk.
So roll acrobatics, I guess.
It's a climb skill.
Oh, roll climb. Sorry. Duh.
Fuck.
After
It's
this, remind me after this. After this fight, I want to put a magic item in the crow's nest that has feather fall on it.
Mm.
We'll say that after the fight, Avalon's like, "Hey, can you put a magic item in the crow's nest?" That's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
fine." Yeah. So it's slow going. I'll say you're going 10 feet around, so it's 20 feet tall. So you get halfway down.
You could use the rest of his.
Oh wait a minute.
Hey,
it's
you can
only
like
20
you
feet up.
yeah.
Oh well. Before I start going down, then I'll just
Actually,
do what I
hang
was
on.
gonna
Let
do.
me think.
20 feet sounds reasonable.
Actually,
the reason I was gonna come
or
down was
more
to
like
do-
25. Because I'm thinking like 30's too tall. 20 seems kind of too short, so 25 right in the middle.
Okay, so he's only still about halfway down, but
Well, no, he's 15 feet from the bottom.
okay.
'Cause it is still climbs.
That's 45. Damn, I might not be able to hit YV with it if I use it.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, you'd even be slightly above her, so it'd be even.
There's
Actually,
diagonals and shit.
yeah. Well, actually, she might even be above you because she's flying,
Oh,
or
well,
on
she might
par
actu-
with you.
On par, that's good enough because I was gonna cast a spell to buff people.
All right.
What are
So
you casting?
empower, and I'm gonna overload it with the one charge I have. So
Okay.
everyone gets +1 to damage and to attack rolls.
All right.
Everyone on deck, anyways.
Yeah,
and that
that'll
includes
reach me.
Gunter.
All right.
Let's make a
So that's your move and your action. It's your turn.
Mm,
Don't think you can use your bonus to.
I could, but it would just be to self buff, and I think I'll actually do that. So I'm gonna spend a point to activate warding on myself as well. Give myself a defensive thingy. Attacks.
Also, Joey, this fight should mostly be over in an hour, so you'll probably be fine.
If this takes more than an hour, that's very depressing.
Yes.
And it's a +1 to
Attack and damage.
all attack and all damage rolls.
All right. So then you buffed yourself. That's your
And
turn.
everyone
Right.
got empower, and then I just used warding on myself as I came down.
All right, Frock, it's your turn.
Piranha's unarmed fury of blows with the
Oh, you're
cheap
just
strike in
all
it.
right, because moves.
Boom, 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 boom.
Get dunked.
All right, let's see. First one misses, second one hits, second one hits, third one just barely hits, fourth one also hits. So
And there's fire in the elemental hit.
yeah. Okay, so I still. Well, I guess we'll just go with single because I feel like. Shepard, do you remember the rule with the bleed on his fists? If it's
It doesn't stack, but it doesn't stack with itself. It refreshes the duration.
Okay, so all those bleed points don't count.
If they do initial damage,
Yeah,
it
this is
counts.
initial damage.
The dot doesn't count, but like the bleeding, the hit of
So
it.
actually, yeah. So at the start of the
It-
round, it'll take 4 because that's the highest value. And
Yes,
let's say that's the last value because it's refreshing,
What?
right?
I think that I do believe it's. I don't think.
Uh,
I think it gets refreshed by the strongest one. It isn't just by like the last one.
Okay,
Because usually the rule is whatever is higher is the one that takes priority.
all right.
But so no, the
So-
initial damage does it, but the dot doesn't stack with itself.
32, then 56, 57, 81, 83, 100, 105, 107. You just lay into it, and it is barely standing. It is like eels have sloughed off, fallen off deck, but the rough shape is still there, just barely managing to hold on.
I could
I
breathe
do
on it and
just
it would fall over.
imagine the Fist of the North Star thing. Yeah.
You're already dead.
No. It needs to be JoJo. The.
Alright. I just skipped over the one down with Brooke. Alright. It's now that one's down there's turn. It's gonna get up real close to you, and it's going to use its bite attack.
I'm like, where's this third one? Oh, right. I keep forgetting there's
That's
the other half of the map.
26.
That hits. I got 18. It
Alright.
definitely hits.
Yeah.
Um,
Alright, so you
yeah, I got
take 4 points of piercing damage plus 8 points of electric.
Ah, you bitch.
There's like a
Can you
hit.
believe this guy, Jesse?
There's like hissing from 1,000 different sources. It's
Jesse,
just,
can you believe this guy?
yes, you did manage to prop up Jesse.
Nice.
I was rolling to see if you'd remember to prop up Jesse. So that's his turn. It's now Gunther's turn. Seeing they're electric, he's not even gonna bother with his breath attack because it's electric.
Mhm. By the way, I forgot to write this on my sheet, so I just want to say this for the record. I made 15 magic bullets, 5 magic missile, 5 shocking grasp, and 5 acid touch.
Okay,
Acid arrow, I think the spell is actually called, but
whatever. All right. What am I doing? Right, Gunther. Okay, he's going to make his full attack action against it. Also, I need to double check something. I think. Actually, no, he only has 2. That's right. This is like, I feel like he should, I think he should have multi attack, but he doesn't have 3 attacks. Okay. Let me roll.
Catch you later, Jovi.
Oh, she's out already?
She has to go pick up her sister.
Oh. Okay.
Later, Jovi.
Thought it was at 12. That was that's what I was telling her.
I guess I moved. She said
Draken Nest cleared OS3
Yeah, saw that.
or O3S.
Actually, I shouldn't iterative attack shouldn't be on for this because primary and then secondary. So that's a bite. And then I'm just too lazy, so I'm just gonna -5 off that second roll.
Oh, that's some obtuse spam. It took me a moment to decipher this one.
Okay, so the first one hits. Finally rolled a 19. The second one, wait, that second one can't be.
This just got posted on one of my videos. I was like, what did he even say?
Now you know you're in the big time. You got bots asking.
Oh no, I got tons of bots.
But you
Pretty
got
much
the
supposed to be
sex.
That one managed to slip by the spam filter.
Why is I feel like there should be. Where if I put in this value? Anyway, that should have. I think 12. I'll have to look over that, but that doesn't hit. Actually, no, it still wouldn't. Just barely wouldn't hit though. Actually, no, it's fine. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the first one hits, manages to bite into him and deals 7. So not fantastic, but not terrible. The math. Okay. All right. Wivey's like, good job, Gunther, and is, you know what? She's gonna cast Fire Shield on Gunther as well, because that's a fun spell. Oh, I typed in the. I went to go to the search bar for first fire spell, and I typed in Gunther. I'm like, God damn
That's not gonna work.
it. Oh, I typed in fire spell, not fire shield. God, I'm fucking
This
stupid.
guy, oh my god.
Okay, there we go. All right. Are these actually, she's gonna nature check first. She's gonna nature check. Doesn't know jack shit about these things. Doesn't even know their name. Just squiggly eel guys. So she doesn't know any defenses. She's gonna set the fire shield to hot
Whoops.
fire. Actually, oh no, I can't do that. Right, it's personal. So she's not gonna do that. She's gonna cast fire, or not fireball, snowball. I knew there was a reason it wasn't on Gunther's sheet. Touch. Nope. Snowball. Funk. Stops the side. Damn, 4. God damn it. Manages to wriggle out of the way. All right, it's Joey's turn. She's gonna hit this one. That's basically dead. Why are there bugs in my room? What the fuck? Bringing up the sheet. Sheet.
Oh, it's the armor check penalty. I see what you do. I thought my sheet was crazy.
Oh, it's lowering something because of the armor check
I was
penalty.
like, I thought I didn't. I was like, it's like -1, and I was like, negative strength. What's going on? Oh, it's the armor check penalty.
All right, that hits, and it just falls
Did it have
apart.
like 1 HP left?
It had literally 1 HP. Yeah.
God damn it.
Easy.
It was like, ha ha, sucker. And she points her rapier at you. Got him. I'm calling it.
Dude.
All right.
I did all
Brooke,
the
it's your
work.
turn.
All right, I'm gonna load
Have the
another
credit
magic
if you want.
missile, and I'm gonna shoot it again.
Is it going to attack of opportunity?
Nope, because I have the feat that
Okay.
negates that.
Had a feeling. I was just double checking. All right, that hits. That super hits because it's touch. All right, and 3. 33. Nice. Fuck. Going from triple digits to double digits, so it's hard. There we go. Okay. And that's your turn.
Yes.
There. It's now the one. Gunther, it's just gonna doesn't even notice the snowball. It's gonna keep going in on Gunther. So, all right, that's a shitty roll for once on Gunther, so it doesn't hit. So that was the bite and then the slam. That definitely hits. So that's a natural 18. It's a 38 total. So, okay.
Actually, can I even cast Featherfall? What level is Featherfall?
But I'll tell you in just a
Second or
second.
third.
It's first
You
level.
probably-
I can do it. It's easy.
Yeah. There. Well, never mind. I was gonna see if I do something that seems stupid. Okay. So that is how much to Gunter? 7 slashing, 5 electricity, so 12 total. 40, 20. There's looking sort of beat up right now. All right, Avalon, it's your turn.
Okay. Fucking. Just use move and standard action to just get the rest of the way fucking down onto the actual deck.
If you're using all your move, I'll say, well, let's see, 10 feet, so then there are 5, so I'll say you have 35 move on the deck. If you're using all your move actions. Or all your actions, if you're using a run action, I should say.
Yeah, just get down on the deck. Well, I can't really do much if I do that because just the run action is just to.
How high
Well,
up are
you from there, well, so you got down 10 feet. It's 25 feet tall, so you had 15 feet left. So 10 feet gets you 5 feet below. Actually, if you want, you could use your move action to get down, and you could
Can't
probably
you
just jump off.
Can't you just let go at this point? Like,
Oh yeah, at that.
Well,
Yeah, once
well
he's
below
down to.
10 feet, yeah, below 10 feet, you don't take fall damage.
Yeah, I'll just do that then. Let go. For my move action.
So yeah, so use half your move on the net, and then also you use the rest of your move to just fall down. So you still have your action, your bonus action. If you actually, for shits and giggles, roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
leg gets caught in the rope, just dangling.
That or just face plant. That was the idea.
That one is in range. Let's just.
You only currently know. Well, actually, there have been 2 very loud gunshots from downstairs, so there seems to be something downstairs as well. But you only see
Yeah, I've got a
one.
fucking lever action rifle, so it's pretty loud.
Yeah. It's the annoying part.
Yeah, got it. Fucking mosquito. You get off the screen. That's why the fucking screen isn't in all the way.
There's basically nothing I can do just once I get down here. Because the one I could have hit is dead. The only other one is over there, and I can't go down below deck yet.
I mean, you can, if you want, you can just use your full move action to, your whole turn to do a run.
Yeah,
You
So
have
you
your
would still
standard
have
and minor to move again.
Yeah, you still have, I think, 60 feet of movement. So you could go downstairs or you could go over the deck. I'd say so 10 feet. I'd say it's down 5, over 5, down 5. So going down the stairs is 15 feet.
We got 60. I can
We'll
at least
set
get.
that now because that'll probably come up later.
I would say I can get like right around here. Fucking hell, there's one down. Fucking hell.
I'm just like sitting in my chair still, just like shooting it. Like,
Avalon just
Yeah.
freaking barges down. Fuck.
yeah,
That's
it's
all I
been a
got.
thing.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, just made it
All
down
right.
below deck.
Frock, you're up.
Frock is going to move the fucking turn order thing so I can see so I can see what I'm fucking doing. Frock is gonna go da 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 da.
Move that far?
I can move 100 feet, Danger.
Okay.
I'm a
Alright.
monk.
Just double checking.
He has shoulder tackle just constantly on. He does not move. He flies.
And 2 attacks.
Both of those hit. So, oh wait, no, bleed doesn't come in because you didn't hit before. But these do obviously. So 19 and then 29. So 29, 49. Wait, yes,
Yeah,
49.
No,
48.
48.
48.
Sorry, thank you. To that one. Right. Calculator. God damn it. Fucking beetle landing on my screen. It's 48. Alright. Okay. Now, the one down there's turn. It's going to ignore you because you're not right in front of it, shooting bullets into it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to make more attacks against you.
Bullets that splinter into more bullets, in fact.
I wonder if, since you said you were sitting down, does it get some sort of advantage?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I mean, I'm not
Um,
really like prone or anything, but I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, I'll just roll. 25, so that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Bite,
It'd be hard pressed to miss, regardless, honestly. So
and that's 34.
total.
No,
34.
that's not damage. That's the
Okay.
second attack. I'm just doing both attacks. All right, so you take. This is over both attacks.
Mhm.
Actually, I'll just do it independently. So you take 9 points of piercing, 8 points of slashing,
Mhm.
and then 15 points of electric.
And they don't seem to burn any
No.
easier, do they? No? Okay.
All right, Gunther's turn.
We should ask that like 2 attacks ago, but you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's gonna take.
I mean, they're water types, so
Actually, he's
They're water
he's doing his
electric
full
types. I don't know
movement,
what
so it doesn't really.
know what to do on
Oh
them.
god, I think I clicked too many times and bugged it. There we go. All right. 5 doesn't really matter. So he's going to take the attack of opportunity. Get flanking. That's 24. So with the bark skin that doesn't hit, just it whips out and it just hits into the scales. Now it's going to make it's going to bite attack. 6 that hits, deals 9 points of damage. And actually doesn't get the +2 anyway, so it still hits. 9 points, right? Okay, now it's YV's turn.
So I'm flanking that thing, right?
Sure.
Just making sure.
I mean,
Yeah, you can draw a
Gunther-
straight line through it.
well, Gunther didn't get the flanking bonus.
He should have
He-
gotten the flanking
He
bonus.
should have gotten the flanking bonus.
No, he shouldn't have.
Why not?
What? Danger.
Dangers, quit being bad.
No, I'm serious.
Danger, he didn't get
It doesn't. No, it doesn't get flanking bonus. Not on this creature.
Okay.
And if you were paying attention, it also didn't get critical hit. Something about the swarm of eels.
Oh yeah,
doesn't
it's a
let it
swarm,
crit
right?
fucking
It has the swarm like
Whenever I think of a swarm, I think of like bees or something like that.
or
right?
It
the
is-
swarm of
well,
rats.
it's funny because I mean, you guys will probably just figure it out eventually. Because I mean, if you want to do a nature check after these things are dead, you can take a 20. But they're galvos, so they are a single being sharing a hive mind of the eels. But they are.
It's like having eyes in the back of your head, basically.
I mean, it is eels sharing hive mind.
Yes.
Well, I figured
Honestly,
they probably
these
did.
creatures are some of my favorite in the game that I've found because it's just kind of hilarious. And so, like, there's an odd amount in the habitat and ecology shit. It's really cool.
I mean, I figured they were a hive mind, but I didn't figure they were swarm. But I guess they are.
Well, they aren't a swarm. They are a single creature, but they have a swarm-like ability.
No, they have the swarm property.
So they don't take like
Yes.
the reduced swarm
Yes.
damage. Okay.
But I mean, they do take reduced damage because of critical hits. Oh wait, oh god damn it. We're all I mean this is just me, but also we're all dumb. Add 1. So it should have 3 less health, I think. Because of the
Empower
Roy's
from
thing.
Avalon. 'Cause
alright.
everyone got
So
+1
it's
to hit and +1 to damage.
I've been adding that.
oh you
Yeah,
have?
I have a buff
I
for it.
have been adding it. I made a buff for it and I've been adding it.
Okay, so it just needs to go down.
Boop.
1 more. Alright. Oop, wrong way. Okay. Okay, so YV, you know
The nice thing
what?
about that empower is I can change what it buffs.
But can
Yeah.
you change it after you cast it?
No, every time I cast it, I can change what it buffs.
She's just gonna do baleful polymorph, because why not?
Is that the thing
Um,
lets you change it into a squirrel?
Well, it changes into any small animal. But I just said squirrel because I want. So I think I might even turn it into a fish. Oh, we'll see.
Turn it
weird,
from a
'cause
massive eel into a singular eel.
the spell doesn't really say the save. It just says like will and fortitude. So I imagine it's the thing.
It'll be your caster level thing.
Yeah. It would
Yeah,
be
the
your,
thing put in earlier with the charm
save.
thing.
The save would be 10
10 plus
plus
spell level plus
spell
casting
level
modifier.
plus the casting modifier.
Spell level is just your level, right? Or is it the level
No,
of the spell?
spell
No, it's
level
the
is
level
of the spell.
Okay. The casting modifier is the related
Whatever
modifier,
you
right?
use for your spells, like if
Yes.
it's like
Okay.
sorcerers
Alright,
use
so
charisma,
it's
Charisma, whatever.
So 10 plus 5 less. So 20 total.
This is why when Shell put that in, I was like, oh, it's actually like 22.
Yeah. Because Charm Person is what, a first level or a second level spell?
Second level.
Second level. Plus you're like
See, I'm
8 to your +8 modifier.
Actually, well, no, it wouldn't prove fatal. Well, the fish would, so you can't turn.
Like, what's your total int, Louis?
No, it's actually 20.
So you have a +5.
No, I have a +6.
All right.
okay.
It's gonna
I
make
have
a
I have a +7.
Oh, okay.
20 fortitude save, which will probably make because it has an
Uh.
oddly high fortitude. Oh, nope, that's a 3 on the dice. So that's a 15 total. Nice. So all of a sudden, you're sort of fighting it. Gunther's behind it, going in for another attack, and all of a sudden, flops to the ground and is a squirrel. Hang on a second. Then it has to roll a will save. That's a natural 20 on the will save. Damn. Opposite ends of the spectrum, just about. So it doesn't lose its extraordinary, supernatural, and spell-like abilities.
What a powerful squirrel.
Just fucking
Is it?
eyes
I
on
want.
its tail.
Is it a still
You
a
know, I
swarm
want
squirrel?
this happen to a dragon, and then the squirrel starts breathing fire.
I imagine it doesn't actually look like a fuzzy squirrel. It looks like you turned that thing legitimately just straight its form into a squirrel, so it still has like eyes on its tail.
Okay.
It's like a
So
squirrel made of
now
eels.
I'll use the snail because that's close enough. But now it is a squirrel, and she's just like, "Whoa! Someone get it!" All right, it's Yivel's turn. She sees that and like,
I'm thinking about
that's
the
dealt with.
Yivel's a
Or
dude.
sorry.
I think you can
He-
make it over there.
No,
Thinking
he's
about
not.
the
He's
one
gonna run
crit
down the
roll
stairs.
episode where they turned something into a snail, and he's picked it up and was like, "Go fuck yourself," and threw it over a waterfall.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's gonna go down the stairs. He's gonna bump into Avalon like, "Whoops, excuse me."
Evelyn's all the way down there. He's not
I know.
at
She
stairs.
she went down there as well. Or he, sorry.
Mhm.
Fucking.
Joey
Because he
usually
figured
plays-
that was dealt with. Seeing the squirrel. But it's gonna go down. It's just gonna use the rest of his move action to get around here. 'Cause I don't think he has any spells, right?
Well,
He might have some sort of
how?
foot.
The stairs. Hold on.
I mean,
The
he can
stairs
like
don't
slip
go
by
this
you.
way, and then he won't go
Oh,
this way. Yeah, these stairs don't go this way. They go this way. So you would have to be like there.
so
Or he could go that way.
true. Let's see. So 5 to get down there. 5. So then I said 5 here. So it's
Yeah,
like
I had to use a lot of
20
movement to get him
gets over
over
here.
to here.
He was like right next to the. Well, actually, no. I still have to do like 10 feet of movement, so you get here. Is there a wall there? Check. Yeah, it's probably got to be load bearing, so there's a wall there, so you can't see anything. Who's gonna use Res's movement, see it like, oh shit, and come around here behind it. Blink. All right, Brooke, it's your turn.
I'm
Also,
gonna
as she
shoot-
runs down the stairs, she's just like, the other one's a squirrel.
Mhm. I'm gonna shoot it again with the magic
Guns don't get
missile.
flanking bonus, right?
No, not unless I have a specific feat. Do I have that feat? Hold on.
You have to get out of your chair for that, though.
I'm still flanking it.
You are.
Yeah, because I'm right there. Like me standing doesn't make a difference there.
Well, no,
I don't. I don't have. I don't have the
All right.
You're not
flank.
flanking
attacks.
it right now.
No,
Can't flank it
I'm
anyways.
using
It's
a
a
ranged
swarm,
weapon.
remember?
Yeah. All right.
I know.
Unless
So
maybe
Well, I was
go
checking
for
if
a
I
bullet.
had the I was checking if I had like the range damage feat.
Okay.
Crit damage.
Right, the
39.
fucking 4 3 times crit.
Yep.
Do the magic missiles crit as well?
probably not.
I mean that's up to you because I don't think like
Can
we
you
have to
send
go
me the
through a whole.
enchantment?
Okay. Well, I mean it's just the spell is on it, so
Oh, okay. Ah.
Let me look at magic missile to see if it's a crit. Doesn't say.
I'm gonna say no because you're aiming the bullet, but you aren't really aiming per se the magic missiles.
Well, magic missile can't miss.
That too. Okay. So 48 plus 17, 50, 65. So you're just like, ah, fuck you, and you sort of shoot where you think the head would be, and you manage to, it's like, all of a sudden there is a splatter of eel against Evil, just like
Just sitting in the chair, like, God damn,
as
look,
it manages to like sort of decelerate and spin and sort of splatter out the back, and the magic missiles like
Did they add
explode inside it.
more icons again? I think they did.
What did I say? 65, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
They do them. 48,
Like one of the icons is
58,
just a grenade.
65, yeah.
Yes, it is one
Oh,
of
there's
the
a hand.
Oh,
Grabbing
no,
hand.
these have been here for a while.
I
thought
haven't
this
noticed
one
all
was
of them
new.
current. Mini
Okay,
swords.
so this one is looking pretty beat up at this point.
Just sitting in the chair, like, click,
Is that your turn?
bang, click, bang. Yeah, it's my turn.
All right. So now this one's a squirrel.
Is it scared?
Still has extraordinary supernatural spell-like abilities. EX. What's that again?
Exceptional, I think.
Extraordinary. It's an extraordinary ability. They have a. They have the. If it has
Oh
an
my
S,
God.
it's extraordinary.
And then SU is supernatural and
Yeah.
Eh,
SU is
SU is spell
So since it's an extraordinary ability, it's gonna turn the frog, and it's just gonna open its mouth and thunk, and heel shoots out of its mouth at you.
Good luck hitting me.
That squirrel just shoots out a heel.
Imagine like a xenomorph and like but squirrel, right?
And it shoots out
A
a
little
imagine
inner
it-
mouth.
I just like the squirrel. It doesn't look like a fuzzy squirrel. It's just like an eel shaped like a squirrel. So it's
Oh
all
my
like
God.
slimy and blue and like glowy and shit. And just opens its mouth, and now pops in the eel.
I mean, good luck hitting me.
Well, it's made the save, so it still retains stuff. So, well, actually, let me check.
I mean, it's still got a hit of 30 on my AC.
Well, this is touch.
Okay,
First
it's got
off.
hit 24.
38.
Oh, okay, you actually hit me.
Yeah,
I mean,
touch.
it was a 19. It almost crit.
I mean, I would imagine.
Well, actually, it made the save, so it doesn't lose. So it actually does still.
I remember
So-
fondly the first time I rolled a crit and everyone went, "Fucking hell!"
I mean, that's like Shell's regular attacks. It's just fucking hell. Mr. I do 100 damage in one round at level 10.
I mean, I have to be able to do my full round action.
We're like demigods at level 10.
Shit. That dice fell down. And I would take it because it's still on like a hard surface, but that's cocked. So, all right, you take 2 points, or no, 5 points of piercing damage, and 1 point of electric. As you're sort of looking down at the squirrel, like, I guess I'll catch it, and you sort of reaching for it, and all of a sudden you just, and the eel just grazes past your head, sort of raking its teeth into you as it flies past in the ocean. Like, what this fucking squirrel. And it's gonna make a 5-foot step this way.
Oh my god.
Avalon,
Kill
it's your
this
turn.
one. Come up on deck and be like, up here.
The thing is that that's permanent. It will always be an amazingly squirrel.
Okay.
Making a
I
5-foot step so I can't use my full round action.
text. I have that, don't
Wait,
I?
don't I have the.
Captain asked you to catch it, so
Wait, she wants me to catch it, not
yeah,
kill
she's
it?
like, "Woo, grab it!"
So she wants to keep it as a pet. His
At
At
pet
least,
least-
at
eel
least
squirrel
squirrel?
investigate it.
All right.
Look at this.
Avalon's
Look, we got some science for you. Oh, I love science. Puts a squirrel eel on the table.
Here
Oh,
you
this is
go.
That's not what I was expecting.
I mean, it's
Okay.
pretty much gonna be what's happening. She's like, "Listen, you already got a present for doing it out there, but to encourage more good behavior,
Have an eel
I
squirrel.
maged you some science." And she just puts the squirrel on your desk,
Domesticate this squirrel. Oh, fuck.
or just like surgically, or just
Dissect
uh,
it.
dissect it. There you go.
Okay,
Alright.
now we're going to attack this thing with life drain.
Wait. I can domesticate it.
The
I
one below
can
deck is getting life
I
drain.
can use
for...
permanency charm person on it.
I did a surprising amount of damage with that. Holy shit. And what was the other effect of that damn spell? It does more shit.
I'm not there, but you probably killed it. 20 versus touch.
Aw,
um,
sick.
Touch, yeah. So what's that attack?
Life drain, you just...
All right, so you just sort of look at it and like, yeah, and you.
You have
Actually,
life drain,
hang on.
restrict yourself. Functions,
Is that a single target spell?
yeah, it functions as vampire touch. It just is
All
capable
right.
of being hit at range. And I gain temporary HP equal to the amount of damage I dealt, so I just have 38 temporary HP off of zapping
Well,
that
hang
thing.
on. Well, you go to cast it, and it seems like it almost just passes through. You don't do anything.
I missed?
It's a swarm.
You didn't miss. You hit it directly, but it just seemed like it passed through. It didn't really have any effect.
Is it because it's a swarm?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, fuck.
Magic missile can hit a swarm because it can hit multiple. You can designate that all the missiles hit different targets, so magic missile isn't affected by it being a swarm. But single target spells are fucked up by swarms.
Well, fuck. God damn it. Fuck.
All right,
That's
is
all I'm
that
gonna
your,
do because he's frustrated now.
all right, Frock, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Catch that
Well,
squirrel.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna catch it. Walk
He's like,
over.
really?
I mean, if it's captain's orders, captain's orders.
I'm sure we have something downstairs. Just find something.
I should have used that one instead.
Did I catch it?
Let's see. It is a small creature.
Now.
Hmm. Save. You actually don't.
Jesus
What's its
Christ.
CMZ?
33.
Damn.
Because it retains that because it's saved.
Uh,
Actually, no, it would retain that anyway.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my key points?
Should have used this other ability because it can target more than one thing at a time, and I probably would have been able to hit it with that. But I'm like, now I want to use this one that does way more damage. Like, for fuck's sake.
How was that?
I am going to give
That's great.
myself plus
Shit.
4. I'm going to spend a key point and give myself another give myself an extra 4 to dodge
Okay.
to my dodge AC.
All right.
So
Another one down. Oh, is that your turn?
I mean, I can only try and grab it once. I can't do that
All right.
twice.
Okay. So the one's below turn. And
Since apparently I am being, I must.
fuck it. This is the one that's hurt it the most, so it's gonna keep going at Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
Only makes sense.
Because I showed up and I fucking failed. 'Cause like, god damn it.
All right, that's 27, so that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready to something. That's 24. I think that hits.
Yeah.
All right. So take 7 piercing, 6 slashing, and then 12 electric.
2 hit points. Easy.
Fucking hell, man. You've just been sitting in this chair getting fucked up by a freaking eel.
Just like, oh, you bitch. Click. Bang.
Ow, bitch!
Click.
Click.
Bang.
Bang. Bitch. Ow.
That's
It's been
Gunther.
the most unexciting battle ever.
Gunther's gonna start moving towards it. Just, he's like, don't eat it, don't eat it, don't eat it, don't eat it. So Gunther's
I mean, he can catch it in his mouth. It can't escape that point. He just doesn't have to eat it. Or wait, does he actually have the feats?
there's I think there's a grapple.
Or wait, tail.
doublins.
Snake tail. Grab it with snake
I mean,
tail.
he has a tail. But I think there's a specific grappling evolution you have to take.
This is can't I just turn it into paste, please? It'd just be easier. Now the only place it can 5-foot step though is into the water.
Oh no, that's like extra stuff. Okay, so it can just grapple. So he's just gonna try and grapple it. That's CMB, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good job, Gunther. All right, so Gunther flies forward a bit, and just the tail whips under, and sort of rolls it into a burrito thing, and Gunther just flies and flies. Actually, flies.
Did Gunther catch it?
Yeah, rolled a 36 in the CMB. Got a nice 19. Yes. So now Gunther has it, and doesn't
Well,
really
this is a
point.
very
He's just gonna sort of
extended process, but
land on the deck right next to
absolutely-
YV, and he's just like almost like a dog, just has it in the
In the tail.
in its tail. Yeah.
It's going to be a very extended process, but I can domesticate this eel squirrel.
I really should have taken the spell that lets me put things in jars.
Oh, I didn't know that was a spell. Damn, you missed an
think it is.
opportunity, Dangus.
It's something similar. spell this together.
They do have to do the gauntlet regardless. Pope. God damn it, C9. Such a fucking disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised though.
All right, she's gonna
Fanaticals?
cast Evolution Surge on Gunther, so he is going to get
Bigger.
no. He already has that one.
He's gonna grow opposable thumbs.
No, he's gonna get the Sticky Evolution.
Oh my god.
So now he has a
Sounds-
+4 bonus on combat maneuver checks to maintain a grapple.
Sounds really gross.
Over this.
You see almost like an aquatic fish slime sort of seep out of him, on like especially in the tail area, and it just
Really
sort of wraps.
gross.
Into, you're getting a sticky, slimy squirrel. Yeah, so that's her turn. She's just gonna like drop on deck. Actually, she's gonna fly over and is like, "I'll be right back." I think her fly speed's 30, so she's gonna come down. I'll say it's diagonal. She can the stairs. Oh, and as she's flying down, she looks at you, Frog, and is like, "Make sure it doesn't go anywhere."
Okay.
All right. And she's like, "Boys, I got a squirrel for you." Or like, "Brooke, I got a squirrel for you."
What?
All right. Now Yellow's
Is
turn.
that a euphemism for something?
You'll see.
All right, I don't have his sheet up. It's fine. He gets a second attack, right?
Yeah.
You didn't move. Move
All
a
right,
full
so
attack
roll
action.
this with -4. Because I forgot to do 1. Damn. All right, so both of those hit. Oh, it was almost a crit. Theirs is 18 instead of 7. All right, so that's 15 points. This one is also just barely managing to hold his form. Avalon, you just saw this. It is like about to fall apart. The hive mind
Brooke's
is about
probably
to.
just gonna fucking destroy it and splatter more eel goop all over evil.
I'm just
Alright.
gonna use a regular bullet.
Yeah, fuck this. Versus touch. Yeah, that hits. It's dead.
Easy.
You just sort of like you barely even look. Like you almost just pistol it. Just like you bring up the gun. And then just
Finally.
sigh as it slops to the ground.
All right, I look over in my chair, like, what squirrel now?
I turned one into a squirrel. Gunther's got it. He'll bring it down. Wait, do you have a box or something?
I just like throw a Tupperware container over to her.
All right, basically, yes. All right. So
Poke some air holes in it, boss.
So we'll say with the help of Frock and Gunther, especially with the sticky thing now, managed to keep the squirrel, and it's like,
It's all in the
now.
Tupperware container.
All
with
right,
air
she brings
holes.
it down and is like, "Listen, it's a bit angry. It might shoot an eel out of its mouth, but it was one of those things. But now it's a squirrel. Here you go."
I'm gonna sit and just like stare at it in the container, like eye level.
I imagine it's like Purex, it's just glass.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly.
And I'm like, I got an idea.
Uh-huh.
Over the next 8 hours,
Mhm.
because of the
It's
way
like
my
this is like the morning-ish, so you can do this.
I replace 2 of my weird science inventions. I replace one of them with charm mon, replace another one with the permanency spell. This takes
Okay.
me 8 hours to do because it takes 4 hours per spell.
All right.
I will then now sit and cast charm monster on this squirrel until it works.
All right. Is that a will?
Yes.
I'll just roll it once for funsies.
Alright.
It rolled a 2.
All right.
All right. So immediately, just sort of.
I then cast
And you,
the-
you, it almost seems like the squirrel tail is wagging.
I then cast the permanency spell on it.
Okay.
Now
So
permanently charmed
it
to
is
like
now-
Brooke.
It is now permanently charmed, and I release it from its box.
All right. It sort of just scuttles out, sort of looks around, and goes on your shoulder.
Nice.
You
And
have a
you
little,
can definitely feel. It almost feels like its skin is rippling slightly. Like maybe there are tiny, tiny eels under the surface.
Ew.
I still imagine it's like this little blue, like slimy
Actually,
scale.
hang on a sec. It does retain special qualities as well. I did say that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, if you want, this squirrel can go underwater.
Sick.
It is
This
it is an
little, like,
amphi-
blue
it is an
squirrel.
it is an amphibious squirrel. So it's a bit wriggly. The skin's a bit gooey.
It's blue.
But yeah, it can. And it's a bit. Sometimes the fur sort of shocks you. Also, as you're opening the lid, it like squeezed through a size about half an inch. So it can compress as well. That's the special quality it gains. So here,
You
I'll
have
just
this blue, like, monster squirrel doing your bidding now.
I'll link you the Baleful Polymorph and the Galvo page so you can like fully understand what we've gotten ourselves into.
Damn.
So yes, you now have one Galvin squirrel. Galvon.
What are you gonna name him?
Someone's probably talking with him.
Walter.
Walter.
Jesse and Walter.
Uh,
God. That took me a stupid long time to get that.
Evan's also like, Avalon also looks at Brooke like, by the way, can you like make some to be put up in the crow's nest that has feather fall on it so it's easy to jump down and do stuff?
Sure. No problem.
Eventually,
Thanks, Brooke.
YV comes down and is like, how's our pet project? Yeah, yeah.
He just like,
And just sees it on your
Just
shoulder
points
like,
down to
"Oh,
the shoulder. Its name is Walter.
Walter and Jesse. Why do I feel like that seems familiar? I don't know. But remember, this is it. I didn't kill it. I ordered Frock not to kill it. So this is a gift. This is to show you what things may come if you be nice and go on trips. Keep that in mind. And she just walks up.
Already like stopped listening and started. I'm going to replace the 2 weird science inventions I had with the ones I have listed on the sheet.
Okay,
Again?
so that takes like another 8 hours.
That takes another 8 hours, and then I'm gonna put an umbrella that has feather fall on it in the crow's nest.
And that's another 4 hours.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
so this whole shit takes 20 hours. Fuck.
This has been an actual day-long exercise. Yes.
So yeah, you're a bit tired the next day, but I mean they're sort of used to it because you've done stuff like this a lot. But at the end of the night, as you're coming down from your shift, Avalon, a very tired Brooke, and a tired Walter who was sleeping on top of her head as she's walking, walks up and hands you an umbrella and is just like, here, and then
Just got
walks
feather
back
fall.
down.
Push the button on the handle, and then I go to sleep.
Thanks.
You Since it's an umbrella, you're not entirely sure if she's joking or not, but it's probably fine.
this
I
is
test
my
it. I
this is
immediately
my
test it.
feather fall. You got to use magic device. DC
Oh.
is 15.
Yeah.
That's easy to all of my. If I give you a magic item at any point, its DC is always 15 to use it.
Can I just take 10 on that since I'm not in any particular rush?
You take 20 if
well,
you're not.
if it's in combat, you're not going to be able to do that
Well,
because
yeah,
you
but I mean,
have to
just,
not be at risk.
I think-
well,
you
like
can,
he's gonna just to test it out because he's gonna go back up
Yeah,
and then use it to come
you can
down.
you can
Also-
you can now, yeah.
I do want to
To-
remind people that in situations like this, where you have a lot of time, you can just take 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
too.
can do that. Yeah.
To bring Jovi up to speed, Frock turned one of the things into paste.
Frock? Oh, he praised. I was like, turn. Wait a
Whoa.
minute.
Frock turned one of the things into
But
paste.
Yivil got the last hit though.
You got
Mhm.
the last hit.
Well, it had little 1 HP.
Brooke, literally had 1 HP.
I got dropped down
So
to
you
2
kill
HP.
stole.
Never got out of my chair at any point during combat.
And
Well-
the best thing that happened was that I was like, you know what? Why not? And so I casted Baleful Polymorph on one of the Galvos, as you guys eventually learn
It
they are.
partly saved.
It with Baleful Polymorph, you have to make 2 saves. One to not get changed. That's a Fortitude save. It rolled a 3,
Failed
or
that.
actually no, it rolled a 2, so didn't make it. So it got turned into a squirrel. However, there's also a will save, and the will save gets rid of like the special qualities and intelligence, charisma, and wisdom, that stuff.
Saved on that.
So it
It's
was
just a
a
little
squirrel
blue,
that
really
can.
weird
It
squirrel.
has. It is a like small bag of eels squirrel that is
Ew.
amphibious, can shoot eels out of its mouth,
Ew.
can squeeze into really tiny spaces,
Uh-huh.
And breathe underwater.
and using the charm monster and permanency spell, it's now Brooks.
I have domesticated the
Oh
squirrel.
my god.
He
Its
named
name
it
is Walter.
So now he has 2 things, one named Walter and one named Jesse.
One actually does stuff. The
One
other
is
is Jesse.
actually a living creature.
That can, well, actually, it can't speak, but it can understand. If you
So now I've just like got a squirrel in my hat with me. Like
after
Sits
I'll
on your
say
hat.
that whoever has the highest nature check can just take 20. Actually, I don't know if you can take 20 on the natures, but whatever.
I think you can
but-
take 20 on almost anything.
Alright.
Except craft is like the only thing you can't take 10 or take 20 on.
Do the
Um,
senses carry over as well? Are those counted as special qualities?
those are, I think so.
I'm pretty sure like everything basically carries over.
All right. So the squirrel also
Um,
has 60-foot blind sense, 60-foot dark vision.
Oh yeah,
and no
those
light
those
vision.
definitely do carry over. Yes.
So here, I'll
What's everyone's knowledge nature roll? Like
I'm
what
on
ability
plus-
check?
I have 6, so
I have 8.
Well, it doesn't really matter. Just someone finally figures out what it is and basically tells everyone, especially informs Brooke.
have 4.
Yeah, so it's Avalon.
Unless
Avalon
you
just
want
knows a
higher.
lot of things.
Eventually, Gunther stays out, and about basically after you're done with the squirrel thing,
Knows
after once
weapon finesse.
after
Knows point blank shot.
Yep. Yep.
So like, is the session over or what?
Basically,
Okay.
basically after you finish domesticating the squirrel, 8 hours has passed, and you now see the wall of mist that is the East Ovine Sea, and you pass into it, barely making a dent in the mist as it consumes you, and you're now in the Ovine Mist. That is where we're going to pick up next session. So, good job, everyone.
Fucking caught the damn squirrel.
Multiple things were done. And and they'll probably have different XP values in this one because that was fun. But yeah, so good job. Things died, things got fixed, and things got weird.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
So,
good day to be Brooke.
Outro, I guess. We'll I'm getting into a more regular session or regular schedule, so we'll probably find essentially for the next 3.5 months. So we'll definitely have a more regular schedule. Probably looking at, I think I said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, as the 4 days that are available. So
Tuesday, obviously. But we have to change because we have to change Flux for Tuesdays. Or are you good for that?
as well.
Well, no, I'm
well, I
asking
think-
because of your schedule.
I'd have to
Also
double check.
mine because I don't have a solid
You
schedule.
don't have a consistent one.
I
Yeah.
think Wednesday might be my pack day, but I think I can put it in. So
All right.
maybe Tuesday as well. We'll have to see.
All right. Well, we've got time.
Yeah.
If it turns out we can't do stuff on Tuesday, we'll figure
We
it
still
out.
have it this week, right?
Yes, unless something comes up.
All right. So schedule changes. That's what happened today. See you next week ish.
Sometime.
Bye, everybody.
Eventually. See you next.
Bye.